Yourself, who are you playing as, and what can you tell
I
us about him?
I am playing as Ekul Juen, and he is a human smuggler and he's a thief. He comes from a very rich family, but he was a bit of a fuck up, and he basically is now on the run and chancing his way around the galaxy, trying not to get found by his family.
Hmm.
All right, and Ruben, who are you playing as?
My guy's Baba Sked, the ex-criminal self-taught doctor who ran away when his brother got killed on a criminal expedition. He was dragged along with too.
I just want to say I really like self-taught doctor. That's always something to inspire confidence. Do you do surgery?
That is.
Yeah, actually a skilled surgeon is one of my specializations.
I do not want to know how many bodies you went through to get to that level of skill. Wow.
Just imagine.
You said self-taught. I'm assuming you just like your operators and people said, right, okay, this part's a good
No,
part.
it's
They want to keep this one. They don't need this bit. This bit's optional. Jeez.
Just like
only
went to the
min-max your
morgue
body.
and dug around.
Min-max
I-
your body.
To be
Only
fair, this is Star
min-max your
Wars.
digestive system. Yeah.
Yeah,
You were you were the one who tried to reattach Luke's hand.
Yeah, nope. That did not work out. By the way, did you guys know as a like in the original opening scene to The Force Awakens was Luke's hand floating in space holding a lightsaber?
What?
Yes.
Wait, as in they changed that?
Yeah, they removed that because it was too grim. Like it was basically Luke's hand from Empire Strikes Back holding his original lightsaber.
How did it get
The
into
green one.
space? It fell into the through the
Wait, no,
clouds of
yeah, no,
Bespin. It wasn't
Star
in
Wars.
space.
I don't know.
It doesn't
It's
make
Star
sense. Was this
Wars.
recorded? Was this is this
Uh,
rumor? Or is this something that actually happened?
I can swear that I've seen this, but it could be just one of those things where like I just think I've seen it. I'm not actually seen it. Um.
Almost did.
any-
Jeez. Oh God.
Yes.
There's a deleted scene. Fan made. Okay. There's lots of people saying it's official. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That happened.
But it
So
didn't go into space.
Well, it could have,
I
because
How did
Luke
it?
nearly fell out
like one
into
of the
space.
exhaust ports, maybe it was just
Oh,
fast
okay.
enough at
Confirmed
pulling
in
it
an
out.
interview with The Sun. Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
The most reliable of sources here, the sun.
Yes. Oh, wait, no, it's a video interview.
All right.
Okay. That's a little bit more
Uh,
reliable then, but
all right. So
I'm so confused.
so here's what's been happening recently. You guys are part of a pirate crew on a ship called the Mothership. The
Mhm.
Mothership is it's a fairly large carrier vessel. It was basically used for moving cargo around. It's like the space equivalent of a cargo ship, like if you've seen those.
Hmm.
It has a fairly small, almost like a flattened, like if you took a tube and then flattened it against a flat surface. That's kind of how it looks like. That's the top level of this carrier, where basically the crew is, the bridge is, things like that. And at the bottom, there's like a very large area, which used to be a cargo area, but was basically retrofit to become a docking station for other ships. That so basically, whenever you board ships and you take their crew out or take them prisoner, you then move the ship into this basically what's now a mobile docking bay in your ship, and then you transfer their cargo from there to your there. So you guys are part of the crew of the mothership, which is being captained by Captain Shar, and yeah, you guys are sitting on the middle level in the ship inside basically the mess hall where you guys eat food. And it's a little bit darkened because the ship is in power save mode, and you guys are discussing what's been happening recently. And what's been happening recently is that I'd say about a few weeks ago, the captain, you guys have noticed, has started making some decisions very rashly and has been making decisions that you guys think were completely stupid. Uh, the this started happening, as I said, a few weeks ago. The captain has recently even attacked two Imperial ships. And once what happened was when you attached when you docked this Imperial ship to your ship, it turned out that there were some Imperials left alive, and they boarded your ship and actually killed a bunch of your own crew. Similarly, one time the captain killed the cook of the ship because she apparently did not like the food or something like that. You guys are not very clear on what happened there. You might want to ask Bean. And um, you guys have been flying closer and closer towards Imperial territory. You usually operate on the outer rim. The Imperial territories are not a good place to be if you're a pirate. But yeah, you guys have been going towards the Imperial territories. A lot of the rest of the crew was also kind of getting a bit iffy about this, but then the captain basically placated them by saying that you're doing a very lucrative job for the rebels. Uh, but that kind of does not sit right with you because one, the rebels don't really pay in your experience, and two, if you were doing a job for the rebels, why would they choose you, especially if the job wasn't in the inner rim? Uh, say you guys are a little bit iffy on that, I suspect. You guys are the mothership is currently in orbit around a gas giant planet. All right. So also the mothership has a like a small scout style ship that you guys use for scouting and sort of scouting out marks and targets. That ship is the Silent Deceit. It is a ship kind of like it has the same make as the Millennium Falcon, only instead of being like super quick and maneuverable, it's actually a stealth variant. Like it's retrofit to be stealth, like fairly hard to
It's got a
detect.
cloak for you to chase.
Yeah, it's got a cluck. It's definitely got a cluck. So yeah,
Sorry, I don't know where to
that's
click that one.
so yes, that's the Silent Deceit. Like it can usually house like maybe 3 to 6 people. It's the ship that you guys generally like go to scout out things on, and generally you send your boarding parties in that after you've used your ion weapons to disable the ship's electronics and things like that and gotten them to surrender. So yeah, that ship is your Captain Shar has taken that ship out on a test run alone, which is very unusual. And also, your captain doesn't really go on the ship a lot, so yeah, this feels something about this feels off. The captain doesn't take the scouting ship out for a test run.
How long have we had the
Also,
scouting ship for? Sorry.
right. So basically, what you guys do whenever you're looking for marks in a system
Yeah.
is hold on. I have some. Uh, huh? Some
Oh, busted.
मेरे को दे दो, मैं कर देता हूँ. Yeah, hold on. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. There's a delivery something. Hold on.
So what does everyone else think? Do we try and head off quickly before the captain gets back?
Mutiny?
Well, I wouldn't suggest mutiny, but
No.
probably totally dead at this point. So I think we need to
Desertion.
go. Yeah. Well, no. Desertion's such a dirty word. I'm thinking just more a tactical withdrawal to reevaluate matters before we get attacked. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do a few likes this new captain?
Well, she's not killed me yet. Oh dear, sorry. Typing things randomly.
Well,
How many? Oh no, I gotta wait for Fan to get back. I
yeah.
want to ask him how many, like how big is the ship? Like how many crew are still on it?
I was wondering the same thing actually. I know we've lost
So the
a lot,
mothership must be
but-
very big.
Well, it's got its own ship docked, so it must be a decent size to have a smaller one. I mean, it's 3 to 6, so it's probably going to be a not quite Millennium Falcon sized for that one, like a mini one.
Yeah.
The mini Falcon, the miniature
Millennium.
I don't know, the Centurion Robin or something. Yeah. The Centurion Bluetooth? I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't know enough about birds. We need a bird in here to explain birds.
Okay.
That's what birds do.
All
Yep.
birds. They sound exactly like that. That was uncanny.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've had practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry for going. My roommate had a delivery and he was asleep, so
Okay. Oh,
Right.
Hmm.
So yeah, where was I?
How many crew are still on this ship?
Yeah, so you guys used to have 50 crew,
Wow.
but due to the recent boarding by the Imperials, and a couple of what seemed like just random killings by our captain, it has gone down to 30, just under 30 actually, including you guys.
How many of them are completely loyal to the captain?
You don't know. Uh, like the general mood has seemed to swung in her favor after she said that it was a lucrative job for the rebellion. Uh,
Mhm.
but you don't know like how hard it would be to convince these guys against the captain. Is the thing. All right. So where was I actually? I was talking about you
Yes,
guys
we've
being
gone
in
off
orbit.
on a solo adventure.
Yeah, the captain
Scouting
the
test
captain,
run. Test
yeah,
run, that was it.
the captain has gone off on a test run on the Sun Sea. This is not the first time that she's done this. She's been doing this a lot in the last week. But yeah, you guys are parked in orbit around a gas giant, and I should point out this is actually a system with Imperial presence. So in the same solar system as you, there are Imperials on a different planet, but they're not around you. So if you guys do something crazy, then the Imperials might notice and come over. Right.
Who's
Oh,
second in command on the ship?
right. So second in command on the ship is okay. So I should mention the captain is a Twi'lek woman. She's about 5 feet tall and has unusually small laku. Laku are those things that they're like
head tentacles.
head tentacles. She has unusually small head tentacles for a Twi'lek. And second in command on the ship is a Trandoshan man. You know what Trandoshans are?
Oh, yes, yes. No,
Right.
How
that's-
does
So
Google anything?
Gonna have to get pictures of all of these.
Yes.
yeah,
What is it?
Trando is like a
Trandoshan?
reptile.
He's a lizard man, the lizard bounty hunter.
Oh,
who
the
joined
lizard guy.
Empire
Yes.
Strikes Monks.
Yeah.
One who's got like he's half
lizard guy.
dinosaur. Bosk, I
Just
think his name is.
just
He's kind of
Google
cool.
Trandoshan. Yeah, Bosk. Basically, yeah,
Oh,
Bosk.
Did you say that the captain is a Quarren?
The captain
Captain's a
is
Twi'lek.
Shar. Captain is a Twi'lek woman.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got that one wrong
yeah.
then. I thought you said Quarren. When I
And
heard tentacle heads, I was thinking Quarren.
yeah,
Okay.
and the second in command is Laws Magru, a Trandoshan man.
Okay.
He's like where the captain is like the decision maker. Laws is kind of like the enforcer. He all you know about him is he's a former bounty hunter, and he and Shar apparently go way back.
So he's
Uh,
totally loyal to the captain.
yeah, you'd say that. That's if there was one person on this ship who would be impossibly hard to convert, it would be Laws. Also, Laws probably knows a
We
lot
have to
more
kill
about what's
them then.
going on than you guys. So yeah.
Where
Uh,
is he? Sorry. Is he on the ship or is he with the captain?
Right, so I guess this is a perfect opportunity to describe where you are. So you guys are
Okay.
on the second level. Also, I might have gone a little bit overboard on the structure of all this, but you guys are on the second level of the ship. Basically, remember how the ship is basically like made in two layers. There's the crew layer where the crew lives, and then there's the massive cargo area, which is now a docking bay. So
Yeah.
you guys are in the top layer, the crew area, and the crew area basically has 3 floors. You guys are in the middle floor. In the middle floor, there's just one like connecting corridor, which runs through it. You guys are at the end of this corridor. One end of this corridor is like the central staircase. The other end of this corridor is the mess hall. You were in the mess hall. The last time you saw Laws, he was. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, so last time you saw Laws, he was upstairs in the bridge, um, basically looking over things while the captain was gone. But yeah, that was in the bridge upstairs, like maybe half an hour, an hour ago. So you don't actually know where he is now.
How many people have like designated important roles like pilot and whatnot? I mean, imagine lots of people can do little bits of things,
Mhm.
but do we have anybody who's vitally important to a single thing like the head engineer or anything like that?
Like there used to be people with very just like fairly fixed roles, but that all changed with the recent Imperial voting. For example, you lost a lot of key people, like as you said, your head engineer. You guys lost basically your mechanics guy in that boarding. You guys lost a lot of the leadership. So these days, you guys have just been like sharing all the duties and trying to figure it out. This is actually one of the reasons that the ship is in low power mode. The ship, I was saying that the mess hall is actually a little bit dark. That's because the ship is in low power mode because you guys have run out of power.
Okay.
So yeah. Right. So yeah, you guys are sitting in the mess hall. It's just four of you sort of discussing the situation. And you
Right.
go, let me. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. You guys actually also have some prisoners on board. You guys have two Imperial officers as your prisoners, but they're really not your prisoners. They're more like the captain's prisoners. You guys generally don't take prisoners. You guys are more on the merciful side. As pirates, you will generally let people go if their ship had any escape pods, or maybe ransom them at their planets instead of just killing them. But yeah, this time the captain was unusually aggressive and actually took prisoners.
Okay. How long has the captain been gone for, by the way? And how long do we expect them to? How long
Um,
before they get back?
she went when she went. She said that it would be like a system level check, so she would basically be traveling around the system,
Okay.
which you suspect would take about 6 to 12 hours. She left about 6 hours ago, so she should be back. Like she could be back anytime now, depending on how far she went.
Are there any planets or ships in the area that she could reach in that time?
Yes. So, uh, the Sun Deceit is an unusually fast ship, so you could probably explore the entirety of the system. In this planetary system, it's very like solar system like. So there's a bunch of rocky planets and there's a bunch of gas planets, and you don't actually know what the rocky planets inside are, but you do know that there's some Imperial presence there. But yeah, you suspect that she won't go there because that's why would you go to an Imperial area? Other than that, there's not really any reasons to go here. I would say, but she could get there if you wanted to.
So, does anybody want to go mock the prisoners?
Yes. Well, no,
Yeah,
actually, I wouldn't.
why not?
You know,
Oh,
by
one
the way,
final
you guys-
question. This is
Yeah, yeah.
this is just before the New Hope, isn't it?
This
Set
is it's a few years before a New Hope.
few years.
I would
Okay.
say, like, yeah, like
Which one is A New Hope?
First one.
First one.
episode 4.
Okay.
It's the one with Luke and Leia and Han and Chewie and all those amazing people. So yeah, right. You guys are in the mess hall. You guys are discussing the situation. By the way, you can't go to the prisoners because they're under guard.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm not saying you're going to interrogate them. We're just going to say, "Ha ha, you're in prison." We're not. Yeah. As yeah.
We'll get into
Oh.
a classic good mocker, bad mocker situation.
Why not? You know, when you mock people, they sometimes reveal information, or not.
Like,
well. Oh no, we've lost Wooben. Oh no,
So
Ruben? Yeah,
Ruben.
he's gone. Shit.
oh no.
He was
Is he coming
taken
back?
by
He's gone from
base
Discord as well.
whale.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
I think he might have
Ruben.
lost internet.
come back. No,
Must have
Wooben. Oh dear.
Yeah, he's not in the thing. He's offline. He might have lost his internet or something.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's
back. Hello. We thought he lost you forever. People
Lost you to the
panic.
depths
I
of
stay
space.
calm.
We did start to divide up your stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kicked the power cord out of my computer.
Wow, it's been quite a sturdy kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can honestly say I've never done that.
It wasn't like a full
Alright.
kick, I just like knocked it out a little. Anyway,
All right. So yeah, I was saying that you guys are on the middle level. The prisoners are also on the middle level. Basically, your ship, it used to be a cargo ship, so there was this one room that used to be like the entertainment area, but that's now been converted into a brig. The history behind the brig is that there was a mutiny attempt a little bit back, but the captain just was not having any of it, and the 5 people who attempted it were imprisoned and then flushed into space.
Right. Okay. That's useful information. Thank you. Forget everything I said earlier about taking the ship
Change our plans.
Yes.
Um,
Plans have
I
changed.
think I should have mentioned
I'm
that
loyal
before.
to the captain. I live to serve.
I reckon we should hit up second in charge and see what his take on things is.
Oh, do we
Maybe
have
try and
anything with?
suss out.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just, suss out whether or not he would be down with maybe becoming the first in charge.
They go back a long way. It sounds a bit risky.
Does the captain have her own quarters?
Yes. They're on the bridge. They're on. Okay,
Ooh.
when I
Oh.
say the bridge, that means that they're on the top sort
Yeah.
of floor
Oh,
of
right.
this place. They're
We could do
just
with a
behind
map
the.
of some sort.
Yeah, I don't have a map. I have a text description, and the text description also has things that you don't know. So I
Okay,
don't
who
want to.
can make sketches?
Yeah.
I
should
could
probably
make sketches in Paint. That's about as good as I can do.
You
Yeah,
can. I mean, you can set up like a Google document, shared drawing sort of thing.
You
Like
can.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Ooh.
Let's. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I can't. Right. Okay, so I think for this session we'll just go like this. In the next session, just someone remind me to make a map. Basically, it's on the top floor behind. Like, as soon as you get on the top floor, it's just behind you. Like, you'd know where it is. It's like a very prominent thing. It's the largest single person room in the entire ship, and you noticed it. But you also know that it's locked by a keypad, and only the captain has the key. So good luck with that. Also,
Okay.
if you are thinking of slicing into it or anything like that, the
Bid.
the Trandoshan guy is there. I will draw on this. It will be very good. I did not know this existed. How do I draw on this?
I don't know. There's a shapes option. That's as much as I know.
Okay.
We could just draw a rough shape. We'll fill in the gaps. We'll
I need
pretend we
edit
don't have a
access.
map either. This is our memory of.
We're only allowed to view the document.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me.
I think you
change
can
that.
change.
Public on the
Like,
web. Anyone can edit
I actually
it.
wouldn't trust myself to draw the map because there are a few secrets, and I might accidentally draw them. So yeah, basically, you guys might want to draw a map as you describe the place.
Can
and
you
if
edit
get
now, or
anything
do we
wrong,
need to send a new link?
you probably need us to send a new link.
No, if
Okay.
you refresh the page, you can edit.
There you go. I was checking here. Do we actually have any orders or anything we're supposed to be doing, or are we just waiting for the captain right now?
Currently, you guys are waiting. You're basically recharging your batteries.
Okay.
By
Is
discussion.
this the ship?
Discussion, by the way. What?
I've drawn the spaceship.
I
It's like
can't load
this.
in. Hold on.
Okay. We've got a bridge. Where's the text?
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are in the mess right now. So what are you guys talking about? What's going on?
Before we go there, can I just walk up to one of the prisoners? And
The prisoners are under guard right now, so you will probably have to convince the guard guys that you have some business in there.
I'm
I
okay
just
with
want to mock them.
Yeah, I'm up for this plan. Let's go mock the prisoners. Those dirty
All right.
Imperials. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys get up from the darkened mess area where you guys were sitting, probably mocking the prisoners there, and you thought, oh, why not mock them in person? It'll be even better.
Yeah. Wait. We could mock them from the mess area.
No, you can't. Like, you can just talk behind their back, I guess. But
Oh, right. That's not what I'm saying.
that's
We want to mock them face to face. Yeah, with a protective barrier in front of us. Obviously, we're not fools. Yeah. The Imperials. So I'm assuming they're all human, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, you guys are also all human. The crew is not. A lot of the crew is actually Twi'lek and
Wait,
Trandoshan.
wasn't somebody a Wookiee?
I was a robot.
No, there's a robot and humans. Robots are basically humans, so you're all humans.
Oh, that's so racist.
Look, if Daft Punk have taught us anything.
Yeah, robots and humans are practically the same, I guess.
Yes. I might have been watching too much Westworld and thinking about too much about Westworld. All right, so
okay.
I put a mask over my face. I have sort of like a cloak that has a little thing.
What do you want
Everyone's
with
got
this
a cloak
mask?
but me.
I don't want to be seen by the Imperial officers.
I I don't want you to make a disguise check, but if you want, roll one.
You could just cover up
Well,
your face.
I
but-
mean, yeah, it's
well-
just like putting a wee thing over your face, like we.
All right.
Hang on, but what if you keep everything else the same, and then the next time you see them, all they have to do is just cover up your face, and it's like, I recognise you. You were mocking me earlier.
You
I
were
can
mocking
understand.
me earlier.
I can
I'll do
understand
that.
if you've got a disguise.
All right. So is everyone on board with the mock the prisoners plan?
Yeah.
I'm not going to mock them, but I am going to watch.
All right. So
Wait,
everyone.
that's just a cover to get in, right? We're
That's
not
just-
actually just going to mock the prisoners.
Oh, well, I was actually just going to mock the prisoners. And maybe, hopefully, find something else. But it's what you do, isn't it? You got prisoners on a ship. They're prisoners. We don't like them.
All right.
mock 'em.
So
I-
so
I'm assuming the
so you
scheduled
guys-
beatings later, but I don't know.
Yeah, so you guys go out of the mess hall and it's basically right down the corridor. That's where your rec center used to be, and the brig is now. So it's gone from the funniest place on the ship to not the funniest place on the ship. So yeah, you guys walk down to the rec hall, which is just down the corridor, and you see a couple of like just piratey people. One of them is a human male, the other is a Rhodian male, and these two guys are basically guarding this place.
Do we know
And I'm
these two
gonna-
people? I'm assuming we do,
Yeah,
but how do we know
yeah,
them well?
they're. You don't know them well. I would say that you guys are like you know how in like just in any kind of social situation, any kind of place, workplace, anything like that, you just form your own social circles. You guys are part of one social circle. These guys are part of another. So you don't you know
Okay.
each other. You talk to each other, but they're like not. You're
Right.
not on like first name basis with them.
Would I know
Uh,
the name and one vaguely inconsequential fact about them, like they have a
Oh yeah.
sister or something?
Oh yeah. So like imagine like a coworker that's a coworker that works in a like in the same office as you, but not like works directly with you or is very close friends with you. That's like the kind of person they are. So you sometimes do interact with them. Maybe you go on like missions with them sometimes, or maybe like you might be serving food or something like that. But yeah, you don't really well.
I feel like I've
so
changed
yeah.
this moment my entire life. Right? I'll say, yeah, hi, Bob. How's your sister doing? Has she recovered from that thing that happened? That's basically what I want to do. Just chat and just friendly introductions. We're all friends here. We're fellow co-workers.
Okay.
yeah.
Make a charm check.
That's exactly what I'm
it's-
trying to do. Okay, charm.
It's a
Okay.
3 difficulty charm check, but you get a blue die. Because I like the way you're approaching this, I guess.
Right. Okay. Where's the dice rules? Then bot commands, aren't they?
Yeah.
So let's roll.
Yeah,
And
so you're rolling whatever your skill is
right, I've got
versus
2 proficiency and 3 in a stat. So that's 2 yellow,
Yeah, 2 yellow, 1 green, and you also get a blue die.
a blue, and what's the
Yeah.
difficulty ones? What color are they again?
3.
Is that red? Is it?
Purple.
No, P, purple.
Yeah,
Yes.
purple.
Okay.
Purple.
So that's 2 yellow, a green,
The
2
first check
blue,
per
and
game.
3 purple. Come on, that is.
That is just
Oh.
one failure. A top
Oh,
class roll
no.
right there.
So I say, hi, Bob. How's your sister? It's like, stop asking about my
So-
sister. I don't know.
So-
I don't know how it's going to go, but not well.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Bob's like, why are you creeping on me and my sister? Leave us alone, dude. And Bob, the human, looks at the Rhodian and they're like, yeah, like, what's up with these losers? And they tell you to go away. And I'm gonna flip a dark side point right now.
Oh no.
How did you flip dark side points? I completely forgot.
I think it's a Destiny thing.
Yeah,
Destiny.
Destiny D.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh wait, no!
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Exclamation mark.
Ah, damn it! I'm used to Vim is the problem.
Stop using Vim. That's your solution.
All right, so you guys have one more light side points. Congratulations.
Hooray.
Yeah, what? So yeah, these
How do you
guys.
use those again?
Just like for like Deus Ex Machina, so like you land on a planet, and like the classic example of this, you land on a planet and you figure out that it's got a toxic environment, and you flip a light side point and say, "Oh, remember those rebreathers that I stocked up on the last time?"
If you played
Or you can
Savage
use-
Worlds, you sound a bit like Benny's, but not quite.
I've
Is
not
that
played
right?
that, so I don't know.
Um,
It's
Right.
like gear and
Um,
intelligence roll.
Also, that role was kind of uninteresting because you just failed. There was no like additional consequences to that.
yeah,
So
I
you
got
guys will see
pretty bad
those.
failing dice, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, you did. You did. That's
Mm,
definitely
that's
a
a bad
very
roll.
bad failing role. So yeah, right.
Oh.
So yeah, these guys are not impressed with you. And what happens because of the dark side point is that, like, as soon as as this is happening, and these guys are sort of getting a little bit suspicious of you, and a little bit like weirded out by you. The door to the prisoners' room opens up, and the second in command guy walks right out. It's a very large lizard man. He's got his he's basically decked out with weapons everywhere. He's got a lot of blasters, and
What
he's wearing pretty much smuggler gear.
what's his
Uh,
name?
Law smuggler. You guys just generally call him laws. Like there's not a lot of um, formality on the ship. So you just call them laws. I'll type just the name out. It is laws, Margaret. You guys just call him laws. Like
Oz.
he's not like he's not very like he's not the typical Trandoshan like just kill everything that moves. He's not like a Krogan. Like he's a fairly chill guy. Like he'll listen to you guys. Like he'll joke around with you guys, but he is also like he does get the business done when it needs to be, and he is still the enforcer of the ship.
Laws. I would like to go mock the prisoners.
Oh, okay. By the way, you guys might want to make a perception check. He did just open the door for a little bit, so you can maybe see inside and see what was going on there.
Okay.
This is a good
And
thing.
you
All of
guys,
us?
it's a perception roll. I would say the difficulty is a 2 difficulty because you're just seeing in front of you, but you get a black die because it was for a very small time. So
Well,
just one of you roll, I think.
Oh, okay.
Roll
Who's got the best perception?
I got one
Yeah,
yeah,
yellow,
roll a
three
two
perception
greens.
just roll that.
I have one
Alrighty.
yellow, 2 greens as well.
I have 3 greens, so I think everyone else is a bit better.
Yeah, 1 yellow, 2 greens is better than 3 greens. Yes.
Universal, why don't you do some talking to him?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can remember how to roll. Roll. I just typed rule. Okay,
Rule is
so
not
roll yellow, green, and what else?
You said a black, did you?
Yeah, there will
That's
also
an-
be a black. So
Okay,
there
black
are
is
2
actually a
purples and 1
K.
black for the difficulty.
Yeah, that's not a B. B is blue, K is black.
Hmm.
We need 2 purples as well, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, 2
that,
purples as well. Just roll like 2 extra purples.
Oh, that is not
Yes,
good.
that is
It's not a failure.
is-
Is
It's
that
a
a
1 threat
critical?
and 1 triumph.
yes, that is critical. So
1 threat, 1 critical, or triumph rather. That's a good thing.
correct. Yes, that is a very good thing. So you have
Hooray.
net 1 success,
yeah.
and you have net 1 disadvantage and 1 triumph.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So this is a very interesting role, as usual from Universal. So here's what I'll say. So you do look inside. You realize you've never actually been in the prisoner room for a while now. Like since the mutiny, you guys have not been in there. It's completely different from what it used to be. All of the holo projectors trashed to one side, and one side of the room is just covered in like this place did not used to be a Briggs. It was hastily converted, so it's just like loosely spaced bars, like sheer metal bars that you guys probably scrapped from some ship that have been sort of welded into the ship, the body of the ship, and so there's just like these uh, to get out of the thing is just like a door that's been locked with the heaviest of heavy padlocks. And with the Triumph, I think what you'll notice is that you do notice that so there are 2 Imperial officers in this. I think they're in their usual Imperial office garb, even though they are quite, what do you say,
Rough
torn
looking.
and worn.
Right.
Yeah, like these guys have been through some shit, but you do notice that one of them is trying to pick the lock on this door with your triumph, and I guess that's also covers the disadvantage.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
so yeah,
I say I basically just shout out, as my mother used to say, no picking.
you see why?
um,
I didn't quite catch that.
I basically make it known that he's picking the lock.
All right, so you point like as sort of Laws closes the door behind him, and he looks at you demandingly, and like notices the guards doing the thing.
Yeah.
So how do you let him know? Like, do you just straight up tell him, hey, one of the guys is trying to escape?
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I'll be like, oh, hey, Laws, how's it going? By the way, your prisoner there is making an escape.
what? Which prisoners are making it? And he just quickly opens the door and sees the guy doing it, and
Mhm.
you suddenly see the other side of Laws. You suddenly see that the enforcer Laws, not the chill dude Laws that you hang out with. Um, Laws just like suddenly transforms into this kind of very very mad person. You know him well enough that it's not actually his personality. Sometimes just kind of puts on a show to intimidate.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's very very. He looks very very angry. He stomps into the room. He takes out his blaster and he shoots this guy's hand off with his blaster.
Ooh, that
Okay.
prisoner
I should probably
smackdown.
so yeah, one of the he shoots one of the prisoner who was doing the thing. Basically, he just slammed the door open. This guy had no chance of taking his hand out of the lock. He just blows his arm off with his heavy blaster that he holds in one arm because he's a fucking badass.
I'm gonna try and casually enter that room.
Um, Casually enter. How you're doing this because the two guys who were guarding the door are still surrounding the door. They are looking inside. So do you just like walk right
Yeah.
through?
Mm.
All right. I would say you can do that. There's like these guys are a little bit too surprised to give a shit about someone walking in.
Yeah, walk in as well. Let's all walk in. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what you get for trying to escape from our ship. Yeah.
You-
Nobody
say-
does what the captain doesn't want them to do.
I say, come on,
Yeah.
Laws. Wasn't that a bit heavy-handed?
Ah, I see what you did there.
Laws just like screams at the other guy that if any of them try to escape again, the next blaster shot would be at the head instead of at the hand. The guy whose hand has been blown off, a lot of the area around his skull has just been painted red now with his blood, and you do notice that it's the wound is just like the blood is actually more from his severed and just completely burnt hand rather than his actual stump because blaster shots turns out actually cauterize your wounds as they make those
I
wounds.
was wondering if he was bleeding to death, actually. That's fine.
No, he's not because wounds been cauterized. He will probably die like this, but like without medical attention. But
Well,
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
Laws-
appropriate as Pirates to just like point at him and say, "Ha! How do you like being a prisoner now?"
I'm
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna walk up to one of the other prisoners and I'm gonna say, "Your mother was a Xylo beast," and then I'm gonna return to the group.
Wait, are the guards still
Uh,
within like view of us?
Yeah. The guards actually come inside and they actually like they're not even looking at you because like Laws did actually just shoot someone's hand off, and you're going to be looking at what just happened there. Um, so yeah.
I'm like,
Uh,
thanks, boys. We'll take them from here.
um,
I'll look
yeah.
to the other one and just say, "So, how do you fancy your chances of escape now?"
You notice that the prisoner who's just holding his hand, he's just like like in the corner now, just like trying to contain himself, trying not to scream out in pain because having your arm shot off still hurts a fuck ton. The
Say,
other
that
guy,
looks like it really hurts. Would you like a hand?
Oh,
the funds are coming out today.
Well, I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like we're not at risk of joke jail here, so it's all good.
We're at
yeah,
risk
you're,
of
this is
actually
this
being
is
put in jail.
Oh, yes, of course. I didn't see that.
yeah. I mean, I could put you in like in universe joke jail, I guess.
Please don't.
But yeah, okay.
It's
So
more fun mocking people who are already in there when we're not.
It's
so
more
yeah,
like a
the
joke,
other
Sarlacc.
yeah the other
Ooh.
guy who's not trying to escape, who's but you do suspect he was kind of egging his friend on. This guy is just like super scared, just like trying to hide his face because as if like he's like how you just huddle in the corner of a room and like
Hmm.
put your hands around your knees and just sort of curl up into a ball. That's what this guy is trying to do, like just trying to present the smallest target, like somehow get away from the fate that his partner had. These guys are not having a fun day. So yeah, Laws goes, all right, fun time's over. Get out of here. And
Yeah, as I'm leaving, I'll just shout my thing, say, "Yeah, that's what you get if you cross laws. You better keep in line, you prisoners. Yeah."
yeah,
And just acting like I'm
What was
totally
he?
responsible, even though I've had nothing to do to help with this at all. But
What was he
yeah.
picking the lock with?
ooh,
It was like a one of those like hair like those you know how those metal hair clip thing that there's like this thing that you put into your hair.
Hmm.
It looked like something like that, but you suspect that it might just have been like one of those shards from those bars that was there. It probably had fallen off or something like that. He was using that to
Hmm.
do it with.
the ship is in need of
Uh,
repairs.
yes, it is.
Oh, well, I
So
think
yeah,
my
you
job here
guys.
is done.
So yeah,
We've
you guys file out of the room, and Lost turns to you, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry about going a little bit berserk there, but can't have the prisoners escaping."
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, guys, what's up?
well, yeah, no one's going to escape now, I guess.
Yeah, you got to set an example.
Yeah, keep viewers in
Yeah,
line.
you gotta set those examples, man. Like I'm telling you, these prisoners, if you give them like an inch of slack,
They're
they'll
just
make
so
it a mile.
rude. So rude. We don't understand how cushy they have it.
Ooh.
Right. I will flip another dark side point now. Uh, so here's what happens. As you guys are talking with Laws right now, you guys, all of you make athletics rolls. The ship just lurches to one side. All of the lights go out for a second.
Okay.
You guys all feel the jolt. It's a massive shunt. Something has collided with the ship.
What difficulty?
It's a 4 difficulty check, and
Ooh, that's
every
four
Jesus.
failure that
purple,
you
isn't
get,
it?
every
Yeah.
failure that you get is 1 health point lost. So
Oh, fudge. That's a lot of health points.
yes, and every disadvantage that you get, I would say maybe spend as every disadvantage that you get, it's a strain damage. So, for example, Bean, you rolled 4 failures and 1 advantage,
Yes.
so you get 4 wounds and no strain damage.
Okay.
Universal rolled 1 threat somehow. Universal, I don't know how the fuck you did that,
My
That
dice
was
but
are
crazy,
did.
bro.
So you
strange.
Universal only takes 1 strain damage.
Hmm.
Universal
My
be quite
so
athletic.
the
Ruben, you
the
had 3
bot
failures, so you take 3 damage.
Wounds +4. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to set up your character like it's
I
like hard
had.
wound, then your character name, and then
You have to
+4.
put your
Oh,
character
right.
name
Oh
into
god, this is gonna get annoying.
after wound.
That's not actually
You
gonna
can't
happen to
edit your
five.
commands. You have to
No.
like just copy paste that.
Wait, I took 2 this time.
Boom. There you go. Takes 4 wounds.
yeah.
Yeah. I think I may just
Uh,
try this again.
so yeah, there's like a blaring alarm. Just blaring throughout the ship. Something massive has hit the ship. You do hear a little bit of a hiss as well in the background. It's like some air may be escaping the ship. And,
Space.
yeah, it's not on the level that you guys are on. You suspect it's probably like somewhere down in in the docking bay. Okay, so I should explain how the docking bay works. Have you seen like in Star Wars movies they have this like shield that comes over any open spaces on like space stations and stuff,
Yeah.
which basically protects docking bays from the vacuum of space. Um, those basically to keep the atmosphere in. You suspect that what might have happened is that some like there might be some breach or some collision or something with that level.
Sure,
Oh,
it's 13
So,
strain.
yeah. It certainly felt that way. You guys, like, it was a massive, massive shunt. You guys have taken a lot of damage from that.
This is on the docking bay is on the lowest level of a ship, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's like the lowest level of the ship. You go down there's like a massive like catwalk type of thing, and there's like walkways that let you access the ship whatever is docked, and then there's the ship that is docked itself. There is currently no ship there, and there's like
Okay.
the walls at the side of the ship, and then at the bottom of those walls of the ship, there's like this massive tubular shield that stops you. Also at the back of that docking bay, there's another docking bay that's a lot smaller. That's for the Millennium Falcon style ship, the Silent Seat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Teddy, you have to set up your character
I
like
think.
completely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's the
did.
bet? She's gone and crashed it into the docking bay.
Maybe.
Um,
Is she a terrible
Possibly.
pilot?
Oh, wait, what?
I just made a new one.
Okay,
Oh
so
god.
Your
Uh,
How
wounds
did
are
you do
strained.
that? 0 out of
You
strain.
could-
No, you could do that.
It just sets it.
Yeah,
he
it's
just
a
did
new
that.
one instead of changing.
Your
Can I change
strain-
my old one?
I don't
yeah,
know.
you have to set up again because I think you just completely fucked something up. You like if you do a setup, it just resets for the old one.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
no, that resets all characters.
No. So if you set up like R2FU again, it will reset your old stats. Is what I'm saying. No, there are
now
two
there's
R2FUs,
two
shit.
R2FUs.
Oh, I just created. Oh, there we go.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm ditching Marcus Cloak Chase. I'm just
Now
doing
there's
Marcus.
3 R2FUs.
R2, R3, and R4,
Uh,
and all of them have strain.
yes, good. Do all of them have the equal amount of strain?
Yes.
Yes.
This is weird.
And 0 out of strain.
Oh, so it
wound.
did
You
reset
might
my
want to-
character. Okay.
Yeah, we might have to. Okay, what I should do probably is just reset all the characters because something somewhere has messed up.
Okay.
You guys should probably just like set up your characters again, or if you want, just like keep a local copy because I think this might get a little bit more complicated than I thought it would get.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it going
I
to
think
type
I would
again
keep
when
my
it's
pen and
deleted
paper.
all the characters, or is that it?
It's done.
Okay.
It's deleted all
Oh,
characters.
whoops.
If you guys like,
Oh, you did
like
it again. You don't need to type in strain or wound. It just does that
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the car reset again because I have to delete that. My OCD will not let me have that stand.
Okay.
Basically, if you want to look at a good way to set up your character, look at Bean's command. That was a good command.
Yeah, it's just like you don't need a keywords. I think it just
Yeah.
does it based on the order.
Right.
I'm still surprised it lets you set the word strain as a
Yeah.
number.
Like,
Is
like
wounds the
what,
first one?
what, it,
Yes.
what
Okay.
it's
First is
probably doing
wounds.
is it's just taking the string and just putting it there. So like it's like a JavaScript thing,
okay,
right?
there
So
we go.
it doesn't actually check what type the thing is in.
Hmm.
Oh no, it is max wounds and strain. Sorry, it's wounds and strain. That's right. No, that's good. You did it right, didn't you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Woo.
Right, so everyone take the damage that you had before, or if you're not
Yeah.
doing it on Discord, just do it in your character sheet, I guess.
I need to. No, that's not how you do it. I can't edit it. Oh, is it wounds and character? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Right. So
So
has
I think
everyone
the
taken?
captain's. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So like from what you know of the captain's not an incompetent pilot, and the ship is not particularly hard to dock with. So you don't think the captain has like you don't
Right.
think the captain is the kind of person who would crash into a ship. But then again, it's been a bit of a weird time for the captain. She has been doing things that you don't expect her to do. She's usually very calm and collected. So yeah.
Is there any way I
You
could
might-
get on a console and check out what has hit us?
you probably have to go up to the bridge where the muttering and things like that are. Like, this is the habitation area, so there's not really a lot of that stuff around here.
So we could go down to the shuttle bay and confront whatever's just happened,
Yes.
or we could go up to the bridge where it's nice and safe, and then figure out what happens and decide what to do from there.
Or
Yes.
one of us could go up to the bridge while the others go down.
I
Let's
volunteer
split the
myself to go up to the
party.
bridge.
Let us split the party.
I'll go
Yeah.
with you.
What's more dangerous?
Better two heads than one.
Well, I think a
Um,
bridge is probably a better place. It's
Yeah,
nicer.
like-
It has nice aesthetics and
Yeah.
heating. Also, I don't have a gun. I can't
Well,
go to Shuttle
well,
Bay if there's borders without a gun.
Also, the shuttle bay might be in a vacuum right now, so
That's
yeah.
true. We may die.
Is there a
So-
communicator that we can like call up to the bridge if anyone's on the bridge?
Oh wait, no.
Uh,
R2FU doesn't need to breathe.
Mm,
Would you be okay in a
Mm.
vacuum?
yeah, sure. I think
Yes,
yeah.
but you'd have to open the airlock that leads down there, and the thing like it's not an airlock that separates the two, so you would just drain the air out of
Right.
this level. Like I'm not saying you can't do it if you want, go ahead, but what I
Well,
am saying is it would kill everybody except R2FU.
I'm fine with that.
Let's make sure we're not going to do that. Or, 'cause
Yeah.
there's a big hole in places. Plus, R2FU may just get sucked out into space.
Yes,
And
that would
even if
also
you
happen.
don't breathe, entering orbits
Don't I have
may
like
actually.
rocket things? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you don't have rocket things. Unlike it doesn't say that in the book, does it? Because I think that's not something that droids get.
I don't remember if the R2 units ever fly in any of the films.
Species.
They do fly, but that's in the shitty fan films and not the actual films.
Oh, they don't
So,
Oh
count.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, some of those fan films are pretty good. I do remember the Troopers film way back.
Well, it's not
Way
ET,
Yeah,
so
but the
no.
George Lucas fan films are the ones that are shit, though.
You mean those fan films? Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Those
Well,
are the
you know
shit
how it
fan
is. The back in time you go, the better the technology gets.
That's
Apparently.
how it works.
That's how we lose the boosters later.
films. Yeah. Right.
We
So
could attach boosters to them later anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine.
yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
can.
I'm sure. What's
This
the worst
costs
that
you
can
like a million credits, but sure you
No,
can.
that's fine. We'll just take one from a spare ship and just attach it to him. I'm sure it'll be
Spaceship
fine.
thrusters are huge, by the way.
Yeah, it'll be fine. He's huge as well. Plenty of thrust power.
Am I?
Well, probably not as big as a ship, but that just means the fuel will last longer.
It's the world's biggest R2 unit.
I just love the idea of like
Just 8 feet
making, like,
tall.
rocket engines, just like massive ion rocket engines, and strapping them to a robot, and be like, "You are Iron Man now."
Is R2FU?
yeah.
Does he actually speak a language we understand? Was it Galactic Basic, or is he just like
No, he speaks in beeps and bops. I think.
okay?
Yeah,
Do we understand the
beep,
beeps and
boop,
bops?
boop. Yeah, sure.
I think everyone in Star Wars understands beeps and bops. That's
We
just
all
like the
we all
rule of Star
speak beep
Wars.
boop.
Yes.
Hooray!
Uh,
Okay.
Actually, there's a novel, like a Star Wars novel that used to be canon, in which Luke admits that he doesn't actually understand what R2D2 says. He just like
What?
kind of guesses from context and just nods along.
That
Oh
seems.
my
I am
god!
not
Which
joking.
book is that?
I don't know. I
Oh.
definitely this is definitely a thing, but I don't know which book this was in. Oh god, I should know. Like, there's a lot of weird Star Wars facts that I know from like the fuck ton of Star Wars podcasts and things like that that I've people like listened to or read or things like that, but I just don't remember which one. Like, I really wish I did. But that's definitely a thing. That's definitely a thing. I am not kidding. All right.
That
So
must
yeah,
be so
no, you guys
depressing for
definitely
R2.
Well, I know
It's a pain in
Dex
the
onto me.
ass.
I
That's why
know
he's such a pain
in
in the
the
ass, you know?
films, in the second film, obviously his translation appears on a little screen.
In the what film?
Yeah, one of the screens, when he's flying to Dagobah, whenever R2D2 says anything, it pops up on a little TV screen in front of him, and Luke responds.
That's
so-
how he knows what R2's saying.
Yeah, I can't remember if he ever speaks to him apart from that.
Yeah.
but what
All
happened
right.
with the
So
beep?
So yeah, let's back on track. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys going up? Are you guys going down? Are you trying to split the party?
I
What's the
think
plan?
going up seems like a sensible choice.
All right. So yeah, you guys rush up all at the same time, and also Laws. I'm gonna actually roll for Laws. Uh, what athletics does Laws have? Let me check. I should have had this open. God damn it. Let's say the Laws was not actually phased. I could not be arsed to look up his character sheet. He's a big man. He did not take a lot of hits from that. By the way, if you
All
can't tell, this
his
will not be a
weapons cushioned the
rules-heavy.
fall.
Yeah, this is not going to be a very rules heavy game. I often cannot be arsed to look over the rules for like tiny things. Um,
Good.
so yeah, like I'm not going to roll every time someone is supposed to take damage, except it's like the main characters. Because I want to be mean to you guys and not to the NPCs. They're my creations. You're not.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm fine with that. I played Numenera. I'm used to bad things happening. Usually we
Right,
cause
so-
them, but hey.
So yeah, you guys all rush up, and Laws is also rushing up, and he told the two guards to just go inside and make sure that prisoners are okay. That he just rushed up with you guys. To go up and down, it's like you know how in pirate ships they have those, like in pirate ships and submarines and all those things, they have like those very steep stairs, to like half stair, half ladder.
Yeah.
That's what you have for going up, and the lock is like the door is just like a massive airlock kind of thing. Like you know how like it's an airplane door, but just on the roof is what it's like. So it opens towards
Yeah.
you, and you sort of open it up, and you go up there,
Mm.
and it's pandemonium inside. Just like the so usually it's just like one or two people in here. Today it's the assistant pilot. Who was manning the stations, and he's just like frantically checking. Make a perception check. I would say it's a 4 difficulty perception check. I don't know. Make a computer check because you're trying to uncover the data, like what happened
I'll
from
make
these
this
screens.
one.
But it's going to be a very hard check because like
I got yellow and
very
3
confusing things
greens.
happened.
We got yellow and
Uh,
3 greens.
Ooh.
That's me
So whoever's
too.
got the highest, just like make a
You
computer
can
check to
roll it.
see if like
No, I have less
if
than
you can
that.
see like the like
Didn't you
basically there's
say you
a
had
lot of
3
data flashing
greens?
over on the
Have you got
screen.
yellow and 3 greens or yellow and 2 greens? Okay.
Huh? I got a yellow and
Have
2
you got-
greens.
Okay, I'll roll that then.
I only have
All
two
right,
greens.
so
I
yeah,
am.
like there's a lot of complex data and like very confusing data that's flashing up on these screens. So yeah, this is going to be a 4 difficulty check to completely figure out what's going
This
on.
shit. What? What does
All
that
dice
mean?
have canceled out. That means that you have no successes, no failures, no disadvantages, no advantages, nothing. Nothing happened.
Well, I don't
that's
fail.
Every
Does it just
Yeah,
mean
you
I
didn't fail, but
re-roll?
you didn't succeed at all. So what it says, um, because you did not fail and didn't get any disadvantages, you're not like you don't know any misinformation, but you also don't really know what's going on. All you can tell is what you knew before. Something has crashed into the docking bay, like the massive ship docking bay. Like something has depressurized that area, maybe, or who knows? It might still be pressurized. Um, but yeah, you have not uncovered any new information. This pilot guy is
Gotta be
also
that crazy Captain Crashin' have thingy.
um,
From now on, we call her Captain Crunch.
yeah, she makes a whistle that like totally, completely fools the intergalactic comm network. By the way, anyway, oh god, no one got that. What kind of geeks are
Nope.
you? Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I only knew the name.
okay, so yeah, so what happens is, yeah, you guys have no idea what's going on other than what you already knew. There is the captain's. So basically, as soon as you come up in like, imagine like a Star Trek style bridge, only much shittier, and with the fewer seats. And also at the back of this bridge is a door that's like locked with a key, like a keypad, like the Star Wars keypad style things.
Right.
And that's what you know to be the captain's quarters. The pilot guy's just going crazy. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?" He's struggling with the controls, trying to get the ship under control, because you do notice that while you can't make out what happened with the ship has gone like it has lost a lot of velocity. It might even tumble into the atmosphere if something more wrong happens.
Is second in
It's-
command man here?
Yes.
Is he also the pilot, or are they two different people?
No, they're different people. The second in command is like the enforcer of the ship. He's a former bounty hunter. The pilot is actually the assistant pilot. The captain actually pilots the ship herself. But yeah, this guy is just like frantically trying to figure out how to get the ship back on track. I'm gonna roll a check for this guy. I'm gonna see if how well he can do this. Gonna roll. This guy succeeds in getting the ship back into orbit. It was veering dangerously close to the atmosphere. Like you knew that, like it showed on the trajectory that the trajectory would intersect the atmosphere of the planet. But this guy is actually a good pilot, turns out, and he does manage to, like, apparently, like if you asked him later, he would say, "Oh, the maneuvering thrusters were the only thrusters available to me, so I used the maneuvering thrusters." And he would go into like a very long essay about how he actually used systems that were not meant to be thrusters to actually work like thrusters and get the ship back on course. Bottom line is, the ship is back on course, and things have stabilized a little bit. Ship is not rolling that much. But what also happened with that maneuver is that there was a massive like thunk as that did happen, and like there were a couple of fairly massive thunks, and something has happened again at the bottom levels. Uh, um, if you were to ask the pilot, he would say, "Yeah, the ship seems a lot more balanced now."
I'm asking, have we got like cameras or something down in the bottom level in the docking bay?
Yes, you do. If you want to see them, make a computer check, I guess.
Could I
Actually, no,
just
because
could I just ask the pilot? Did you see
yeah,
what
yeah,
hit
Yeah.
it?
It's the
yeah. So
pilot.
just ask. Yeah, so the
What's in
pilot.
the
You asked the
docking
pilot,
bay?
and he's like, "Yeah, I should probably find that out myself." Let me take a breath, and he takes a little bit of a breath, and he like congratulates himself on a job well done.
Hold
And
on.
because he did
Just
just save
quit
your asses, by the
jerking
way.
yourself off. And
Before he brings up the cameras, is the enforcer guy within earshot?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, bet you, uh, I bet you anything there's that crazy captain buddy of yours who's done crashed that. What was the scout ship called?
The silent deceit.
They just crashed the sound deceit entire docking bay. She's lost it, man. Even if you don't see it.
The second command guy, Laws, he just like bodily picks you up and he's like, "You cut that fucking shit out, man. You know what happened to the last guys who said similar things about the captain. You cut that fucking shit out." And he
Check the
drops you to the
camera if
floor.
you don't believe me.
So the guy brings up cameras, and what happens is, so everything is going fine. He rewinds the cameras to the point where something must have happened, and these cameras are like shitty Star Wars low resolution, like blue and white cameras, because black and white did not exist for some reason. So these are like blue and white cameras, and very low frame rate, nothing like the 60 FPS you guys are used to. So yeah, so these cameras, they're recording the bay at like 5 frames a second. Nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, and then suddenly, like a massive at the like at one of the sides of the area, like not at the back where the docking place or the sun to seat is at a side, just like an weird awkward angle. Like you see a massive sort of irregular shape bulging in one frame. The next frame is like already cleaved off like half of the docking bay. It's already leaving, and the pilot pauses it there. Make a let me think. Mm, okay, so make a knowledge check, I guess. Knowledge about space travel. So if you guys have any relevant skills to knowledge about space travel or like space stuff, like
I
what could
got
happen in space.
astrogation. Does that
Knowledge,
count?
knowledge skill. Astrogation is more like navigation, right? So like a knowledge skill, so like knowledge, core world knowledge,
I have
things
core
like that.
world knowledge. That's
Mhm.
the only knowledge I have.
Yeah.
I also
Anyone
have
got
core
like?
worlds.
Anyone have? Okay, so does anyone have piloting space?
I
Uh,
have piloting space.
Okay, so I guess roll a piloting space check. It's a 3 difficulty space. Actually, it's a 2 difficulty check, but you do have a black die because you only had like 2 frames to see this thing, and it was moving very fast.
2 difficulty.
Mhm.
1
Yeah, so 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 you don't really see what this thing was, but you do notice like it was too irregularly shaped to be any kind of ship. Whatever it was not a ship. With your advantage, you do see that, but you can't tell what it was. But yeah, something is hit the bottom of the ship fairly hard. Um,
I'm just,
the
you know what? I'm gonna
we are
try
being
a bluff
attacked by
here.
space monsters.
No, 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 I'm gonna try a bluff and say,
space whales,
don't
man.
listen to him. Look, boom, you see it? It was there. The silent deceit was in frame for a second.
What are you doing, Ruben? Sorry, you cut out for
I'm
the
trying to
for me
bluff
there,
to
Ruben.
the sec. I'm trying to bluff to the second in command that that was the silent deceit. I'm just be like, yeah, you see it? It crashed into the side of our ship.
That would be a
She's
persuasion, I
lost it.
guess.
She's trying to crash into us. What about deception? Because I am lying. Because I
All
didn't see
right,
it.
all right,
I don't know what
all
it
right.
was.
I would say it's like persuasion check or
Because I'm trying to deceive it, right?
and like how you want to frame this, then like that'll be the check that it is.
Well, it depends if you're trying to convince them to do something or if you're just
Yeah,
flat
Yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
lying.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just flat
If
out
you
lying.
are just like I would say you're not lying because you didn't actually see anything. Like I think only Bloody Teddy has any vague idea what happened here.
Yeah, that's
You
why I'm
guys
lying,
don't.
because I'm saying it is when I don't
Okay, so
know
yeah,
what
make
it
a
is.
deception check, but this will be a hard deception check. This will be like a 3 difficulty deception check.
Alright. We did it. Reddit.
Holy shit, that is good. I would say this was deception on. Okay, so here's what I'll say about the deception check. This guy believes you now. He thinks this was definitely the Sun Deceit. He just like you just say it with so much confidence and so much swagger. This guy's like, yeah, this guy seems to know what he's talking about. This was Sun Deceit. Something's gone wrong with the captain. And also because of your triumph, this guy just kind of like believes you now. He's like, yeah, I trust this guy now. But you did have 3 disadvantages. So there's another thunk, but this one is a lot lighter. Like you guys usually notice this kind of thunk when something docks with the ship. So you think something is docked with the ship now because of
In
those 3
Docking
disadvantages.
Bay or somewhere else? Are we being boarded by
Okay.
pirates?
Okay, so I should explain this a little bit. There are actually 2 docking bays. There's one massive docking bay for like the ships that you pirate that you boarded and you cleaned out and you're just like cleaning out the resources from, or ships that you're carrying around with you to like scrap or whatever. And there's the other docking bay where the Silent Deceit can go through, and that's at the back of this massive docking area. That's like it's got its own reserved area for docking. So some kind of thunk you guys notice. Something is docked with the ship.
That's not good.
Right. On the if you guys want to check, you could probably check on the cameras what it was.
I'm
If
not
you want to,
entirely sure that it was a silent deceit now because I didn't get a good look. So I'm going to say, maybe let's not check the cameras in case it isn't.
All right. Yeah. So something is docked with the ship. Laws, who's kind of sees that there's a little bit of a mutiny thing going on here. Like he's a little bit concerned about that. Like he saw that that the pilot was a little bit convinced by what you said, and that you guys are like, especially you, Ruben, you're like a little bit rebellious right now, and that is
Wait, I was
not-
trying to
Hey,
convince
no.
Lars it was the Silent to see.
I'm not
None of
rebellious
you-
here. I completely trust the captain on this.
Not the pilot. I
Yeah.
don't care what the pilot thinks. I was trying to convince
Oh,
Lars.
you were trying to convince Lars. You did a much harder check then. God damn it. Hmm.
I'm going to re-roll.
Well, if you want to, okay, here's what I'll say. If you want to keep the pilot convinced, I'll say you can keep the roll. If you want to convince Laws, it's going to be a 4 difficulty check with 1 black die.
Let's do
Oh,
it,
sorry,
boys.
it's gonna be 4 difficulty check, not with 1 black die, but like instead of 4 purples, you're rolling 3 purples and a red.
Victory goes to those who something.
Yeah,
Damn
that's
it.
a wash.
Roll the good
Okay, so
dice.
I didn't fail.
This is-
Oh, you rolled them. Hooray! That's
yeah, but you
wait.
did fail.
No, that's bad.
You did fail. Like
That's a
a
bad
wash
one.
is a failure. So yeah, so
What?
you got 2 disadvantages, which means something did like the same kind of talking thing did happen as well. But he's like, he comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, I'm giving you a final warning, man. Just cut this fucking shit out. You know the captain's straight with us. You know she pilots this huge hunk of junk. She can pilot that thing as well. Just shut up and listen to what I'm saying." And then he tells you guys to basically hold down the fort on the bridge and to help with repairs as needed. And he runs off downstairs because he also heard the thunk and he's going to check out to see, whatever is docked. Because if the Sun Seat would dock again, then there's a separate hatch to get in from the Sun Seat there. So he's gonna go check on that and see if the Sun Seat is docked or if anything else is docked. If anything else is docked, he's probably gonna shoot the shit out of it.
Do we not
right, what do you
have
guys do?
cameras for that part of the ship?
Yes,
You
we have
do,
those
but
cameras.
he's a little bit hot-headed at the moment. He did not.
Well, let's turn on the cameras and see what we can see.
All right, so yeah, you asked the pilot is a little bit scared right now. Like he kind of looks at you guys and he's like, how are these guys like? How do they even have the courage to go as the captain? And you tell him to switch the cameras to the docking area for that. And you notice that the Silent Seat is docked on the ship. The captain is back.
Hmm.
But that was not the captain that crashed into the ship.
Okay. Here's a question, and so this
Mhm.
is something I'm asking to you as DM. It's not something I'm asking out loud to anybody.
Mhm.
In theory,
Mhm.
would it be possible to open the airlock from here and suck everybody in that room out into space? So
Open.
if the captain and Lars, in theory, were standing in that room out of a ship, and
Mhm.
we opened the airlock, would they both be flushed out into space?
Okay, so to do this, what you'd have to do is first you'd have to insulate the bridge from that area. So you'd have to close the airlock like this close to you, and then you'd have to open the second floor. So basically, one of you would have to be there.
And get
You would
sucked out
also
into
have to-
space.
Yes. So
Hmm.
yeah, or
We
you
do
can do it.
have
Like
an
if one
R2
of you wants to be the
unit.
sacrificial.
Yeah, he is a robot.
Yeah,
We can
But
he
get
does
then
not have-
I'll just if you catch me, if you
Yeah,
catch
we'll just
me,
pick you up later.
yeah.
So,
Hmm.
R2, get out there. Come on, take him to the team. We'll
Well,
pick you up
okay.
later.
Strap a
This
fire
is just
extinguisher.
theoretically.
okay.
Your question.
Actually, I'm a bystander in this. I don't want to kill people.
Are you
That's-
guys discussing this in character, by the way? If
No,
you guys
no, no.
are,
This
then
was
the pilot-
this was
okay.
purely in my head to understand if this was possible.
I'll do it.
I'm not actually going to suggest we kill
I'll do
people.
it.
Basically, in my game,
Someone
if you
else
think
does.
it's possible, it's probably possible. Like I
Hmm.
don't try to restrict you guys, like
I-
unless it's like something that directly, like conflicts with Star Wars lore, I won't stop you. Basically.
I like to shoot lasers from my eyes.
We can put lasers in your eyes.
Sniper
Yes, you
You can
can.
hacks
shoot
and
blasters.
Million-
All we have to do is hide a
million
couple of blasters
credits.
behind them.
Just a million credits is
Yeah.
all I want for that.
All
You
we
can
need
do
to do is put blasters. Wait, no, that was Ruben who asked, wasn't it?
it.
Let's
okay.
kill them. Come on.
Okay, it's well, you're a surgeon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Self-taught.
Also, I
so
should
could you
mention.
surgically insert a very small blaster behind your eyes? It only worked for one shot, and you
You'll
go
have to
blind
just-
afterwards.
There are things
But you
called
can-
cybernetics. I'm sure there's a cybernetic for laser eyes.
Doesn't
There
Doctor Death
definitely is.
have lasers, or he has some sort of fake eye? Presumably, you can have a fake eye that also shoots a laser. You can only do
Oh,
one
you
or the other.
definitely can. You definitely
Yeah.
can.
That should
Like,
work.
how would it not be possible for universe in which there's cybernetic augmentations exist for there not to be cybernetic you will point out the Star Wars blasters do generate a bit of heat, so it won't be a very rapid fire blast and won't do a lot of damage because blaster size directly correlates to how much damage it does. But this is definitely a thing that should be possible in this universe. Right. So yeah, you guys are in the bridge. What do you guys do?
Let's go kill those. Let's fucking flush them out into space.
You say this in character out loud.
No, this is me discussing between the players.
All right.
I would like to see if I could have a look at the captain's quarters. Maybe break in.
All right. All right.
Ooh.
All right. So yeah, you go over to the captain's quarters. The door is locked as usual, and the keypad is there. You know from like just usual observances of the cabinet that like she spends a fair bit of time entering in her password to go in. Like this is not an easy thing to crack into. Also, the pilot has started getting suspicious of you guys. Like he's a little bit scared and intimidated. But like if you do this, like this guy might just like run away and tell Oz or tell Shar or
Do
someone.
what?
Okay.
If you do like openly go up and just break into a room or something like that, like this guy might.
Well,
so you
I wanted to try and get an idea of how plausible it would be for me to try.
Wait,
What if
I would say
was
this.
damage? Are we discussing this quietly now in a kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in
I
character?
say you guys are like you guys are discussing this like in character, like but this pilot guy is not listening to you. Like okay, so he's not close enough to you to just like pick up on your whispered conversation. But you told like basically I would prefer it if you guys just like assume that you're always talking in character unless you specifically tell me that you're not. In which case, and I would prefer that you guys don't do that like a lot. Just like talk in character most of the time, just because that's just more fun.
Okay.
Metagaming is not fun.
Well, in that case, could we tell the pilot, see if he can turn around and maybe we can get some sort of visual on, what has hit
On
us?
what? On what is?
See if we get a visual on the object that's hit us.
Yeah, you can't. The object came in at like a really weird oblique angle. It's nowhere near the ship now. It was very, very
Right.
fast. It might, like, you suspect that the direction that it was coming in from, it might have just like plunged into the atmosphere. Make a perception check. Actually, it's a two difficulty perception check.
2 difficulty. Right. Perception.
Yeah, you're looking basically like to describe this room a little bit more. This room is like how it says like a Star Trek bridge. Like imagine like huge sweeping windows at the front, only just completely grimy and muddy and like scratched, and like there's a lot of metal between each segment of the window, just like covering it up and holding it together. So you're looking out of this window at the planet right now, the gas giant. Yeah, 2 successes and threat. I would say okay. So you notice there's a orange streak on the gas giant, which is green. The gas giant surface, rather than like the gaseous top layer, is like something's entering the atmosphere of this planet very, very fast. It probably is whatever thing hit you at very high speed.
Okay.
Meteorite, crashed ship. I think we should. Yeah, we should probably speak to the captain. Captain will have orders. The captain might know what it is. I mean, she was out in space.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But do we want to flush Lars into
No,
space?
no. I don't think we're at the point yet to try and flush the captain and the second command out in space. I like the second in command. Second
Lars
command is
could
pretty
reasonable
cool.
with
No, but he's too loyal.
Yes, I know he's loyal, but if something were to happen to the captain, then we'd still have him on our side, and he is kind of useful. I am not saying this all out loud in front of the pilots, by the way, just to clarify.
Yeah, you guys are like in your own huddle and discussing this thing.
So, okay, how far away is the captain's bedroom from the from where we are and from where the other dock is?
All right, so you guys are on the bridge level.
Mhm.
On the bridge level in the front is the bridge, basically like the ship's command center, and
Uh-huh.
at the back just like the bridge is like a a fairly expansive room. It's not small by any means. Just like in my head, it's like a very grubby, very Star Warsy bridge. But so like imagine a Star Trek bridge and convert it to a Star Wars bridge. That's what it looks like. And just at the back of this is the captain's, like a door to captain's quarters. It's like maybe like 30. It's like maybe okay. So call it about 20 meters from the window to the
Mhm.
captain's door, something like that.
Is it visible from the rest of the bridge, that door?
Yes, yes. It's a fairly open.
So if you
open
try to
area.
open that door, the pilots and everybody else would know.
How many
Yes.
people are on the bridge?
There's just the pilot and you guys now. Laws was here before, but he's gone downstairs to check up on
Oh.
Let's just
what you
distract
know.
the pilot.
is-
Okay.
how do you guys do
yeah.
that?
I will go up to the pilot, actually. I'll approach him
Mhm.
to the front, so I'm looking directly at him. 'Cause it's not like he needs to see out
Mhm.
the window or anything. Say,
Mhm.
hey, do you want to see this cool trick I learned with my knife? And start just
Stab
doing
him in
his
the-
thing where you just hold it in one hand and just literally flare it and flip it and try to cap it in the other. Just something like, hey, look at this, hey, look at this. It's like, hey, can you do this? Do you want to give it a try? And just try and
Okay,
divert his attention so somebody else, if
what
they're
is your
interested,
skill
can
with
open the
these
door.
knives? What is your skill with these knives? What skill do you want to use with
I
this?
just thought which one? Where's my character sheet? Which one was it? I can't remember if I put a skill in it specifically. Did we say it would be under melee? I can't remember.
It might actually be cool, I think, because like
That was
sort
it.
of
Yes, and I have a rank
Yeah.
in cool. That's why I have a rank in cool.
right.
Okay.
So, how much? What's your cool rating? Like, how
My
much? How many
cool
green
is
die do you roll? How
1.
many?
I am 1 cool and 3 present.
All right. So you are
So
one cool. I'm
cool.
gonna roll a discipline check for this guy.
Okay.
Taking your cool as his difficulty. It's purple, purple,
Okay. How many
red.
purple? Sorry.
I'm rolling it. Don't worry.
Oh, do you not want me
basically
to
it's
roll
this.
my?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I'm basically rolling. I'm taking your skill as his difficulty for his discipline check.
Okay.
So it's like 2 greens and um a blue. Let's see where it goes.
Ooh, that's quite bad for him.
Yeah, that's quite bad for him. This guy, like he's trying to concentrate on his work, but he's just like
The
he notices
knife
you like
accidentally
some
falls on his knee.
Hey,
Yes.
I would not just accidentally fall. Well, okay, maybe
so-
not accidentally.
So here's what happens: you rolling this knife around. This guy just like looks up right at like just like looks at this knife. He's just like really cool knife flick, and he just like gets distracted for like this half a second, and he kind of instinctively like moves his hand up a little bit, and your knife cuts his hand. You did not expect him to just stupidly move his hand up.
So, whoa, Jeremy,
like not-
why did you do that? Sorry, did you give a pilot a name?
No, he's Jeremy now. He's
Jeremy or
definitely
whatever. Jeremy, what did you? I'm sorry, I did not expect you to do your hand out. Guys, go. Oh my God, are you all right? How's your hand? Can you still fly like that?
Yeah,
That's okay.
it's like
Stop the bleeding. Don't panic. We can stop the bleeding, and just
it's like a fairly deep cut. Like it's not a trivial cut, but it's not. It's like a 1 wound worth of cut. I would say.
okay.
So yeah,
I'm
you
hoping
guys are trying to
distracted
slice
him.
into the store. How are you trying to get into the store? You can't make a lot of noise because then Jeremy would notice.
Does anyone have computers?
I've got 2
Yeah, I got
computers.
Oh damn! I've only got 1
Mhm.
and 3 greens.
See, I don't have any greens.
Whoa!
What?
Yellows.
No
Wait,
greens.
how much? So would 1 yellow, 3 greens be better than 2 yellow?
No, yellows are really well.
Yellows are really good.
Yellows
Um,
have criticals on them. Greens don't. It's
Yes.
basically a 12-sided dice instead of a 4-sided dice. So
Oh.
yeah.
When do you have like 4 in intelligence
Yes.
and in cunning?
No.
Oh,
3 in cunning.
okay.
Four
a lot
intelligence
of
is
cunning.
good.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Mhm.
1
So
smart
smart.
cookie.
Smart boy.
Ruben is the smart boy of the party. Right. So, say, do you guys like try to slice into the door? Slicing is hacking in the Star Wars universe, by the way.
Equal. You've got the good computer knowledge.
Okay. I used to do this all the
So
time
yeah,
back home.
it's a 4 difficulty check. So you're rolling 4 purples, and it's also you also get a black die because the power is out, and you have very
Jeez.
limited tries to actually get through. So,
Well, this can't
four
possibly
purples,
go
1
wrong.
black. Holy
That's
shit!
not a
That's
It's a lot of
that's
threat.
really good. Except a lot
okay.
of threat, but
Yeah, you did not roll the dice. You had to roll a black
these
die.
threats stack.
Oh, wait a second. I didn't.
Yeah.
What
so
is the
you
black
just
dice
get-
again?
That's a
K.
7
K.
threat.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I'll just add that to your roll.
oh
Yeah.
geez,
You
7 threat.
succeeded. I don't even like this. Universal always does this. He somehow like just out of nowhere rolls these insane rolls.
Hmm.
God, let me think about
I have to. Is it me or has one of those failures actually been ignored
No.
on the purple dice?
Well, what would be ignored?
Oh
It's not
yes.
listed. Yeah, there's like a critical, 2 successes. Then there's a
Mhm.
fail and 6 threat. That
Oh, okay,
fail isn't
so-
actually taken
okay.
into account.
Okay, so a triumph is actually
Yeah,
a success
triumph.
and a triumph. So
Okay.
it cancels out the success of the triumph, but
Right.
the triumph is still there.
Isn't a
So
triumph
it's like-
just a success and an advantage together?
It's not an advantage. It's like a massive, massive advantage, right? Like, it's like if you were comparing worth, it's like worth like 3 advantages. So here's what I'll say: you open the door, like you slice into the computer, and you find out basically you kind of accidentally stump like somewhere along the development of the system that works in this. Like you find out that the guys working on this were like stupid enough to just store the password in plain text. So you now just have the access to the captain's password just like in plain text with you. So like any computer that that you're trying to hack into that is owned by the captain, you now get in for free. Is what
Nice.
the triumph is.
Okay,
This is
well-
why I like the system actually, because like these triumphs and things like that, they like make really interesting rolls. Anyway, so yeah, that's for the advantages. For the disadvantages, this is all right. All right. 3 of the disadvantages I'm going to say are: as soon as you open the door, you find out inside
Well-
it's actually on fire.
Oh.
Wow.
Maybe like
They're
some.
going-
Do we have a sprinkler system?
There is no sprinkler system. There used to be a sprinkler system. It's not worked in like years.
No.
I have some Bacta liquid on me.
What would you do with
Does
Bacta?
that
It
put
heals
out
people.
fires?
Pour it on
It
the fire.
heals people, doesn't it?
It
I
heals
don't know.
people. It does
Is
not.
it also fire
Shield the
retardant?
fire.
I think
No.
we've hit upon a very important Star Wars thing. Okay, Bacta is like an organic thing, right? So if you put it on
Oh,
fire,
so
it would
probably
just
then.
Oh yeah, yes.
it's bad, right? So
Adding
it was
fuel
just
to a
like
fire.
it's like yeah, it's like you pouring
Well, some
gasoline on.
organic compounds are fire retardant.
Yeah, carbon dioxide is actually, but then
Like
Let's not debate
acids, if
this.
you pour on a fire, you'll put them out.
How resistant
Yeah.
are robots to fire?
Anyway, it was a joke. I'm not going to waste it. Anyways.
not very
It's
resistant.
expensive.
Not very resistant.
Are there
at
any
all.
fire extinguishers in the?
There are none. It is.
God, this is.
It's not a very large fire, but it is like a sizable fire in this room. And the other 3 disadvantages I'll say are that while it is also on fire, you notice that there is a tiny hole at the top of this, and it's leaking air. So
I go in.
yeah, it's simultaneously on fire and also turning into a vacuum.
I go
This
in.
in
ship
fact, as soon
does
as you-
have fire extinguishers, right?
That's a lot of threat. So
Yes, but downstairs. So not
Oh
here.
wait,
So yeah,
this
that's a lot
isn't
of threat.
all okay, so this vacuum hole thing isn't in the captain's quarters.
No, this isn't the captain's. It's a very tiny hall, but it is a hall like it's leaking air.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and
Think we'd be
there,
able
there
to-
are fire extinguishers, but they're at the bottom. Like they're at the middle level. They're not on this level because no one
Oh, who designed this
for
ship?
some reason. Some very stupid people apparently. Also, you had 7 disadvantages. Don't blame me.
Hmm.
Do they
So
stack
what are,
up like
what are
that?
we looking for in the captain's quarters?
I don't know. What do you guys?
I'm sure we had a
Maybe-
good reason for it.
Yes. Um.
I'll go in. Going in.
Yeah.
Say you go in. You go as far in as you can without going through
I'll dodge
the
between the
thing.
fires.
Mhm. Yeah. God, I accidentally turned on my stream for Formula One, and it's blaring Formula One commentary now. Yeah. So you guys go through. Yeah. Is everyone going through? Or is it just
Um,
Art of you?
Well, I'm assuming I was still distracting the pilot, who I just accidentally
All right.
slapped in the hand.
Someone go get a fire extinguisher and I'll go
That's
through.
fine. I mean,
Alright.
would he notice when the door's been opened?
It's
Oh, they just
not
opened.
okay. So
Why would that was weird.
Well, I'm more wondering
yeah.
about the fire and the sound of a vacuum may have
I
alerted him.
mean, it's not a massive leak. Like it's a tiny leak. It's like a small hiss, and the fire is also not particularly loud. Like fire does not tend to be very loud.
Okay.
Also, his hand is hurting a lot. So I would say he would not notice that.
Would
But
I notice a fire or vacuum thing from
yes,
my point of view?
yes,
Okay, I'll
yes.
raise my voice slightly to basically drown out, saying, "Oh my God, Jeremy, I am so sorry. I didn't mean this to happen. Keep your hands still.
Yeah.
We'll get through this. Deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe
Oh
out, and just
God.
make sure that he
Yeah,
can't
this guy is not
overhear
this
anything
guy
that's
is
going
not
on."
looking there at all. This guy's
Yeah.
all right.
They
So yeah,
start to
out here
move.
is going into the room. Who is going down to bring the fire extinguisher up?
Who's
I'll
the
do that.
fastest?
Definitely not me.
I've got 3 in agility, but
I've only got 2.
okay. Well, I'll run down. Could you like put out the fire with a coat or something?
It's not small enough to be put out
No.
with a coat. Oh, that reminds me. God damn it, Bean. You did notice that one of the prisoners had a cloak. That was where the cloak was.
Was it the one who was shot in the hand?
Yes, it's ruined now. It's blood spilled all over it.
Well, damn.
Well, it
Well,
depends on the
and-
definition of ruined.
I mean, yeah, if you want to
Wash
look like
out.
a space murdering badass, then you could wear a bloody cloak, I guess.
Yeah, I could always launder it, I guess. See what it's like later.
You're like going out to the local laundry, like, hey, can you launder this for me? Like, what is this red stuff? I just spilled my entire bottle of ketchup on this. I'm really sorry. Just want to fix this.
I will.
Oh, God.
I will consider stealing it later. For now, I think I'll leave it.
Hmm.
Super tempted.
All right. So Ruben, you're going down. Actually, I should probably get in the habit of calling you guys by your character name. So Ruben, your character's name is Barbar.
Baba.
Yeah. So Barbar is going down the chute, the ladder thing, to get a fire extinguisher. I think
Wasn't-
who's going?
Well, either of us could go down, but I thought I was more agile, so
Yeah.
You guys are
Can
having this
speed
discussion,
retreat.
by the way, in front of like a blazing fire, and also like there's a hole that's leaking all your air into the vacuum. So I really approve this calm decision making in the face of it's like extremely
Run,
tense
it's
situations.
cool, run!
I run.
All right, so you go down. I think you like it's fairly obvious where the fire extinguisher is just like in the corridor. So you just run down
Yeah.
and you take the fire extinguisher. The two make a perception check. Actually, make a perception check to see if you notice. It's a 2 difficulty perception. Okay, actually, it's a 1 difficulty perception check. It's not a hard thing to notice, but do take
Right.
2 black die because you're so hurried about the fire. So it's like you're rolling against 1 purple and 2 black dice. As a perception check. This is going to be another really
Oh,
weird
perception. Nothing. 1 second. That and that. Okay. Hmm.
Nothing
Don't know
happens.
anything. All right, nothing happens.
Everything's
you,
fine.
You go to
I
the
do.
fire extinguisher. You hurriedly bring it up.
It has been. I don't know if might be what you were alluding to.
Mhm.
When is the captain going to reach the bridge again?
Yeah, the captain is like, okay. In the corridor, you notice nothing. You know that usually, like, if someone wanted to walk from the docking place to this place, to reach you, like it would take like a minute at most, like minute 2 minutes max. So yeah, like there's some conversation going on probably in the ship itself or something like that because they did not notice the captain in the corridor. So they're not walking towards you. But yeah, if they were coming hurrying towards, they would be there like a couple of minutes.
Right.
Right. So say you grab the fire extinguisher club. Meanwhile, R2FU, what are you doing in the room? Oh,
You know what I was
okay.
thinking though?
Uh,
Maybe we should just close the door. Maybe that would be the best way to put out the fire,
Good
and
idea.
also just because we know the password now, we can get in
And
here
then
some
when the
other time.
captain opens it, there'll be a vacuum and she'll be blown off her feet by the change in air pressure.
and
Maybe,
if
yeah.
anyone
And
else
that'll
is
be
in the
our
same place, they would
chance.
also be blown off. Also, I should
Well,
point out
it'll be
if
a room's
in,
worth of air.
yeah.
Well, the room.
It's tiny.
But what would also happen is like most of these like so this is a fairly good door. So if you try to open it against vacuum, it will warn you. Like,
Right.
so that's not a effect.
Okay. Well,
Could you disable that
Like
feature?
any other door in this entire ship, that would not happen except this door. This door is a good door.
Oh, she invested in a good door for her door. If
Yes.
only we had a highly skilled astromech droid who could disable security features.
Oh yes. If I will, that is a good idea. You should do that.
But we should probably wait till said security droid is back because
Yes. So yeah, in the meantime, Universal. I should call you Equal. So yeah, Equal, you come back up with this thing, and
Okay.
you notice RTF doing something inside the room. I do not know what. What do you do? Like, do you just like start hosing at the
Okay.
fire?
well, oh no. Having had that thought, I'm not going to do anything to the fire. I'm just going to have the fire extinguisher as a sort of, I had
Alright.
this all along. I was going to just being careful.
All right. I'm gonna make a perception check with the pilot guy because you coming up down the stairs and rushing up and down. That's gonna
Mhm.
make a bit of noise. So
Yep.
it's going to be something that's gonna
Someone
be
just
noticed
close the
because-
door. Someone just close
Okay.
the
Yeah,
door.
we should.
The agility's gonna pay off.
If you want to close the door, it's just like you
Extra
tap the
agility.
button. It happens. So, so yeah, you close the door. Nothing. So yeah, this guy, of course, you cannot see anything now. So R2, if you are inside the room when the door is closed.
What?
Hello.
Hello?
You're in the
You say
captain's
you're
quarters.
wait, are we locking R2 inside the captain's quarters?
I think we should. Out.
Why have you locked why have you locked him inside?
I don't
just
want to
close
lock
it. Don't lock it.
Why
are
are
we
we going in
closing?
the captain's quarters to begin
No,
with? Ian?
I think we should make it look like we never came in here for a start,
Yeah, I think
because not go in there whenever we want.
yeah, I think actually if one of me, but I can't be having this conversation because I'm going, look at this knife. I'm sorry I stabbed you.
Well, I
So
mean,
should-
any disturbance that we make in this room can be explained by fires and vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go
but-
for like 5 minutes. Be right back. Like a bit. Hold on. Just be right back. Real quick.
But yeah, I think if we close the door, the vacuum should put out the fire. Then from outside, you might be able to rewire the door so it doesn't alert to the vacuum inside. If we want to do that,
That is very good idea. So then the captain comes along, goes, "Prunk," and that's then.
Well, somebody will need to become the new captain.
yeah. Plus, we
Yep.
have sort of deniability because that's all just damage done by the ship.
Plausible
People
deniability.
actually just like explode like that?
Well,
Yeah.
there was a puncture hole in the side of a ship from the
So
outside.
say
So
all the air leaks out. Then when the door opens, then through that gap, all the air in the bridge is going to rush in to fill the room.
Yeah, so
well,
she's
as long
gonna
as
be
we're far
launched
enough away
into
from
the
the
room.
door, let's stay away from the door, and we'll be fine. And then
Yeah,
after
stay away
that,
the hole and hold on to something.
yeah, then we can patch up the hole and rescue the captain. Oh no, it's too late. But we can rescue the second in command.
I know she knocked her head as she was blown across the room
She might very well.
And got
several
shot.
times. She got shot.
I don't know what the effect of being.
She
sucked
was
into a
also
vacuum rider
stabbed 11 times.
I mean, like, it'll
It
become
may be a
knock
suicide.
back. If I have the door open and all the air will get sucked in,
Yeah.
and then it'll equalize, but it means there'll be a massive blast of air that'll probably, like, throw her across the room.
If
Yeah.
you want to be super
Into
sneaky,
11
yours-
knives that were just conveniently on the wall.
Yeah, set up a bunch
I
of
was-
spikes while you're there, too.
I was wondering about the specially placed knives. May actually.
If you put the knife behind the door, could it be sucked in towards her?
No, because the
Yeah.
If we
sucking
held
will...
the knife on our side
Yeah.
and let go of it.
I mean, that would still be really suspicious.
Well, yeah, it's just freak accident. You know? I don't know.
I think we want to make this seem nothing like it's our fault.
Well, we don't necessarily want the captain
This
dead
is what we do.
yet.
So,
Yes, I do.
Captain gets sucked
Well, I
through,
mean-
right? Then I'll be like, oh no, she's injured. Allow me to perform first aid because I am a qualified doctor. Then I'll give her some special sedative. It'll put her down for a while.
Okay, yeah. Let's not. If we don't need to kill the captain.
Yeah, I just sedate her and be like, she needs time to heal.
We
yes.
can.
Also,
Could
you
we
can see-
maybe like make the hole bigger so she'll be sucked down into space?
that
Then-
will probably.
then All the air will get sucked out into space.
Yeah. Let's try. I don't know. It's like,
No,
do we
but
want
like
to kill the
if-
captain, or do
No,
we
if
want
we
to
keep
just?
the doors closed.
But she's gonna open them.
Yeah, and then
Mm.
she gets sucked out and we close them again.
Yeah, I guess we could. But how are we gonna make a hole in a ship wider in a hurry?
I don't know. Do we have to do
She's
it in
got
a
like
hurry?
a weldy well.
Is she here?
I mean, she's going to be
Oh,
here.
yeah,
now.
she docked.
Hmm.
So her and the dude are probably coming up now.
So we do want to do this quickly.
All right, we have a
Right, I'm
plan.
back.
We
Alright,
have
I'm
a
back.
plan.
Alright, so what's your plan, guys?
Do
Here's
we?
what's gonna happen. We lock the room
Alright.
and allow the vacuum to extinguish the fire. Then, as the
Mhm,
captain, next time she goes to open the door,
Mhm.
as the pressure equalizes, she'll get like blown across the room forcefully, and then I'll rush in and be like, "Oh my gosh, she's hurt her spine. I need to
Mhm.
provide her with medical attention." And then I will secretly administer a sedative to her.
I would point out this okay, so if this happens, what could happen is that as all of the air from the bridge rushes into this room to fill it up, it could just blow that hole wider, and if that happens, then the entire ship could get depressed.
We could.
Well,
There's a lot of
We'll
air
close.
rushing into that.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, so we're rewiring the door so it removes the depressurization alarm.
Mhm.
And
So what I'm saying,
Well, yeah, I get it. So if the holes gets wider and she gets sucked out,
yeah,
we
then like
could-
if you,
I mean, the
So what
idea
would
is we'll all
happen
be
is that
holding
the-
on to something as she opens the
Okay.
door.
yeah, but
So
there
then
would be
if-
no atmosphere anywhere around you, so do you die?
Well, we would just
Air for you to breathe.
would very quickly seal the door if she's getting completely sucked out.
All right.
Star Wars, you hold your breath.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
we'll just
right,
hold our breath.
so okay. So you guys just like standing in the bridge.
Well,
wait
we're
for
gonna
some-
get R2 back on the other side. We're gonna rewire the door to remove the alarm.
All right,
so-
so make it actually no, don't make it per check because you already know how to do the thing. You already have the password, so
Yeah.
it's a free. You just do it. Just
Just bloop, 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 bloop.
As
I'm
I'm
R2
all gonna
exits
stand
the
around
room,
surreptitiously.
no security.
R2 looks at the
Yeah,
fires longingly.
Wait, is that so? R2's still in the room.
No, wait, I went outside.
Okay. Say R2 is out of the room. You guys lock the room.
So now we're just chilling around, just holding
Um,
on to stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
inconspicuously.
Yeah, so as you do this, you notice footsteps down the corridor, and within a minute, the captain is coming up with Laws. Uh, yeah, the captain's first, followed by Laws. Before coming in after, she comes up, and I'm going to flip another dark side point. How did
You should be using our.
We
Right,
do
boys,
have
it's
light
the
side
last
points. We should
chance.
probably use these, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if we
Yes, you
don't
should.
use them, then he'll never flip a dark side.
Mm.
Don't they last for the rest of it? Don't they get reset at the end of the game though? And we have 22 minutes left in the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fuck, let's fucking light
Yeah,
side it
all
up.
we use light side points.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do everything. Light side
All right.
points.
So
Good
that's
to
that.
know.
And as she comes up, she like kind of notices like that you guys are doing something.
Our
So yeah,
light
she comes
side
up.
point to suddenly. I'm thinking of an excuse.
Well, I want to go up to the captain and just be like, Captain, are you okay? What happened? And sort of try and diffuse that line of thought from her.
I'm
Yes,
still
use
shooting
the
at
light
Jeremy.
side.
Keep calm, Jeremy. Keep calm. You'll get through this. We'll get through this together. Don't
Um,
panic.
All right, so I'm gonna make the captain's gonna make a cool check, I think. Uh, like so see the
Against
situation.
Equal himself.
Against Equal himself. So yeah, Equal.
I do have
What is your?
They have
I'm gonna
like
say
5 yellows and cool. Just so
well,
cool.
not
no,
cool. You're not really cool. I think you're
I'd be
probably
more
rolling-
deception.
Yeah, deception. Rolling deception. What's your deception?
A yellow and 2 greens.
A yellow and 2 greens. This is going to be the roll of the day. The
2.
captain succeeds in seeing completely through what you're doing.
What?
No, you didn't have to roll with it.
Why not?
Because the captain was
That
rolling
was
against you.
the-
That's the point.
Yeah.
So yeah, the captain
Oh, right,
completely sees
okay.
what you're doing. He just like brushes past you, and she approaches you, Boober, and you, or to a few, and she's like, "Yeah, what is going on here? What are you doing from the door?"
We heard a noise in your quarters, Captain. You might want to check it out. And I use a light side point to super persuade her.
All right, make a persuasion check and upgrade your skill to a so basically when you spend a light side point to persuade someone or like do anything, you basically upgrade one of your die from green to yellow.
Now, can I use deception since I am again lying?
Yes, you have the deception.
All right. So what's the?
And the difficulty is 3 purples and a red. And give yourself a
What
black die because
choice?
she did actually kind of see you. So it's 3 purples, a red, and a black die. You rolled
But I get to
against.
upgrade the dice.
This woman is used to being lied to, so like it'll have to be very good.
Nailed it.
And it's a wash. So she completely sees right through you. You do have an advantage. You have any idea how you want to spend the advantage?
Maybe at this moment the hole widens or something buckles, so there is a noise coming from her quarters.
All right, I'll give you that. So there is definitely
Yes.
like there's something buckling in there, like something flies around the room or something like that. There's definitely a noise coming through there. So that like she does hear that noise, but she's also like unconvinced like that you are not doing something shady. So like she thinks.
Well,
like,
stand over here if you don't trust us.
And
And I
yeah,
go
as
and
you
do
say
that
that,
to the other side of the room.
Laws comes up, and Laws is like he notices her sort of looking strangely. He's like, yeah, this guy. Like I think there's something up with this guy. You might wanna do something with him. And she's like, yeah, like just let's just haul him to the brig, and we'll see what we'll do with him later. So yeah, Laws.
What if
is going
someone
to-
needs medical attention?
She just ignores you. She's just ordered Laws to haul you into the brig. Are you going to
Fuck.
resist, or are you just gonna let him?
No, I don't think it'd be smart.
All right. So yeah, so Laws just like tells you, "Hey man, sorry to do this, but yeah," and he just like
I'm gonna wink
with
at
one
my
hand.
party members as I leave. Like,
So yeah, so he just like
oh no! Can I wink in view of the captain? So she sees me winking.
oh my god,
What?
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 I
Why?
can, but I don't know what
So-
message you're trying to send here. You have to work with me.
I know. I'm not winking at the captain. I'm winking to my friends, but I make it look like, oops, the captain accidentally saw me winking. Now our secret plan is given away.
Ah.
Oh, jeez,
Okay.
that is.
As in
Ah.
implying that getting put in the brig was the plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Right,
I
right.
thought assuming like, oh,
Right,
okay,
right,
these
right,
other
right,
guys
right,
need to
right.
be locked up as well. Hmm.
So yeah, the captain does see that. I'm gonna say so. Like because she's suspicious now, she's gonna make a computer's check to see if she can notice um anything wrong with it. She's not particularly good with computers, but it's not going to be a very hard check because you did just kind of log into it with your password. So you take the logs. It's gonna be 2 greens and purples. Let's see what happens. She does succeed. She notices that something is wrong with her computer. She's like, "Yeah, thought so. Someone fuck with her computer." She resets it and she checks the status of the room and she notices that it's definitely lost pressure, like a lot of pressure. And she tells you, Universal, and you are to refute, and like to you two guys to uh, basically she's just like trusting you right now. She's assuming that you did not notice Bobber was like
Right.
completely
So
taking
my
control of the door.
wink gambit
Oh
was a
yeah,
wash.
yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make another cool check, and if she succeeds in this cool check, she sees through it.
Damn.
And if she doesn't, she's like lets her hot-headed nature take over her, and she assumes that all of you are also kind of like you are all involved in something like this.
Laws as well, right?
Uh, who?
Laws?
Not Laws. Laws was coming up behind her, so she did not. Like she knows that he's not in anything. It's going to be again. What's her cool?
Trying to make
Green-
a thing that me being sent to the brig was all part of the plan.
And it's
So
going
that
to
she
be
could-
like a fairly easy check. It's not a hard thing to resist. It's not a hard plan to see through. So yeah. And yeah, she succeeds. She sees through the plan. So she's like, yeah, this guy was just trying to throw me off, trying to make me mistrust these two, like these two excellent crewmen. Um, so yeah, she still trusts you guys.
You bastard, you've seen through it. Of course, they would never betray
the
you.
brig right now.
I'm the lone perpetrator
You're
of
screaming
this
this in the brig.
betrayal.
You're next to the guy whose arm was cut off. You're screaming this.
Oh, I want to, like, I'm
like
first
Laz has
aiding
no
him.
idea what you're doing.
I'm,
do we need a distraction at this point? Because I think we might need a distraction. I don't know what's going on.
Insult
I'm
someone.
providing first aid to the little prisoner guy.
Okay.
All right, make a healing check. It's going
Ah.
to be let me see. It's going to be a. It's going to be a. Call it a 3 difficulty check.
Well, there's one thing I'm good at as a qualified doctor. It's medicine. Check this shit out.
And it's actually no, because you don't have proper equipment and supplies. It's a 4 difficulty check.
Fuck.
Put
What is
Oh,
on.
you
that?
failed. Well,
No, I didn't. I put a full stop at the start. Hold on.
by the way, if you guys want to extend the time of the game just to like get to a nice ending point, like let me know. Like if you guys have the time for that, we could maybe like complete it in like a half an hour extra. If not, then we could wrap things up in 15 minutes.
I'm getting shortish on time, but
All right, so we'll quickly wrap up in like 10, 15 minutes. Ruben, you do like you sort of rip out some clothes from this guy's pant or something and use that to bandage his stump now. And
It's already
You-
cauterized, but it's the thought that counts.
yeah, and you sort of use some of the Bacta that you had with you to like you don't have the proper tools to administer Bacta, but you just kind of improvise and you apply it around the area, like where he's got some burns and things like that, and
Like
they start to
betadine,
heal.
right?
Yeah. So you do that. In the meanwhile, the captain asks you guys to like take care of the door, like make sure that like to repressurize the door to close. Basically, she's like, yeah, close the door to the lower decks, evacuate the area, then for her and you guys to wear just like helmets, like spacesuit kind of thing, and go in. So yeah,
Can
she
I-
orders Laws to bring in some spacesuits, and you guys are not going to be helping her fix the thing. Uh, she's not gonna let you in alone because obviously she's not. It's her space. Um,
Mm.
Can I be selfish and spend a
Yes.
light side point? Right. I would like to think that during my distractions and my attempts at calming Jeremy in quite a loud voice, I would like to use a light side point to aid me in forming a bond with Jeremy and telling him that those women really dig scars, and I'll regale him with a story about how he got it in a bar fight, so that he could retell it later.
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely a thing that happened.
So Jeremy's bros for life with
Yeah,
Marcus now.
Jeremy.
I'm hoping so.
Jeremy, the character I gave no thought to, is now bros for life with you guys.
Right. Would that be an instant thing? I don't know how light side points work like this, or do I have to
In
do
this instance, I'm gonna say it's like, yeah, it's like you're not asking for this guy to completely turn over his life philosophy over to you guys. He's
No,
just
no,
like,
no.
this guy helped me. I like this guy now.
Well,
So,
I
yeah.
stabbed him in the hand first, but then I helped him and
Yeah,
told him that women
that
will
was
really
kind of
like the hand
to be honest.
injury. Yeah,
It-
it's
it-
an
it's
accident.
kind of
He,
his
he
fault.
moved his hand. I was
Yeah,
looking out for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So yeah,
Destiny.
this guy's totally best bros with you. So yeah, turn over a light side point to a dark side point. Give me those
Okay.
sweet dark side points to use.
There we go.
Yeah.
We lose him in
so
10
yeah.
minutes anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say immediately, I'm gonna use that dark side point that you so helpfully provided me.
Bugger.
Uh,
Sorry, guys.
uh, there are no spaces left on the ship. Laws just comes back and is like, yeah, the spaceships were on the down, like they were in the docking area, because that's where you usually would use spacesuits, and they're gone. They're floated out. He just checked on the cameras. There's only one spacesuit in the entire ship now, and he used that to check up on them. They're not there, so there's only one spacesuit. So yeah,
I can
Do
go
we
with
know-
her.
That's the captain. Did you see what crashed into the side of our ship?
she's like, yeah, it was a bloody large meteorite, or what it was.
Damn.
Oh, cool.
If the
think
goddamn
R2
pilot
should
has done his
definitely
job and
go
avoided
with
it, then it would have been fine. But no, I did
Uh,
everything myself.
Hey, Jeremy's been through a hard time recently. He got into a knife fight with some brigands back on the our last stop. So he's doing his best. He's been quiet about the injury, but he's doing a good job.
Yeah, she does not look upon kindly upon him nursing an injury and using that as an excuse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, she's like, yeah, okay, then everybody out. She's gonna do this thing herself. She notices that okay, so she notices there's like a fire extinguisher there, but she finds it a little bit odd, but she doesn't give it too much mind. She's like, Everybody out! I'm gonna get into this fire."
Fire
this
extinguishers
spacesuit."
aren't unusual. You have to have them everywhere. Health and safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's like, everybody out. She's gonna go into the room herself, and she's gonna do the thing.
Come on, Jeremy. Let's go
guys-
make that a cool scar.
I can stay.
Yeah,
What are we? What do we want to do with her exactly? We're gonna kill her?
What?
I don't think we
Yeah,
should
you
at this
guys
point. I think we've kind of failed in any.
Yeah,
We've
the
gotta just
R2
cool things off.
The R2
By the way,
unit
if it's
doesn't need a spacesuit.
yeah.
Surely that's
Archie
the
is
safest way to do
space-proof.
this.
stay there, but she does not. Him too is the point. Like she's like, yeah, fuck this. I don't trust anyone anyway now. I'm just gonna do this myself, and then she's gonna basically fix her room herself. Like she's a competent space person. She
Oh
can
well.
take out a fire. She can plug a hole.
Let's
big a deal.
leave. Oh wait, what's
I
equipment?
insult
I
her.
didn't buy any equipment. Let
Um,
what? Oh dear.
Which is
No.
that's a normal thing. R2FU does. Everyone's used to it. It happens on a daily
Uh,
basis.
What's a
Oh,
normal thing?
R2.
What's a normal thing?
What?
Did you,
Hello.
what did you say you were going to insult her?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, all right. What do you say to her? What do you going with?
Beep boop.
No, like what do the beep poop mean? Is the
One
like
sec.
yeah?
So,
Come up with a really nice insult.
yeah,
To
I have to. I call her a Calgrith face.
a what face now?
A Calgrith face. I don't know. I just searched for Star Wars Beast in Google.
Alright.
It's a Karagor for a moment. I'm
Uh,
thinking Feral Mordor.
I think she's like used to that now, and she does not pay a lot of mind to it. Like you said that R2 does this a lot.
Yeah,
Hello,
like
Teddy. Yeah.
daily basis.
Yeah,
At
she's
least,
like a
at
little
least
bit used to
once
this.
to every person per day.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, get the fuck out, and she closes the hatch behind you guys. Assume you all are leaving.
Uh, yeah, sure.
Right, so yeah, you guys go down the stairs. By the way, how does R2 go down the stairs? Like someone has to carry him, I assume.
Are you saying that spaceships aren't wheelchair accessible?
Oh, they are not.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've seen
Who
many
uses
steps.
stairs? Yeah.
Are there steps? I've seen it mostly ramps in Star Wars.
There
Or
are ramps for
elevators.
loading onto and off of the things,
I'm
but
wondering.
yeah.
Are you sure I don't have like little rocket boosters?
I know how
Yeah,
to
I
do it.
have
I know how to do
definitely.
Yeah.
it.
R2
Okay,
definitely.
I've got it.
Right, right,
R2,
right, right.
go
Can I
to the
use the
stairs.
light side point to get rocket boosters?
No, you can't. No, you can't. Someone's mentioning me. Oh, it's
Oh,
just
yes.
the thing. Mm.
You're just like very
Right,
loud for
so
a second.
oh, here's what I'll say. I think what happens is R2 is like magnetic little things in his wheels or something that he uses to stick to the outside of spaceships when he repairs
Yeah,
them.
that's what we do.
So he uses those to climb down the stairs, I think. So you guys go down the stairs. It's still pandemonium there. Make a perception check. Whoever has the best perception. It's the same difficulty as what Universal made. It's a 2 difficulty perception check.
Do you want me to do it or?
I'm not.
Whoever has the best perception, I guess.
I got 1 yellow and 2 greens.
Right. So yeah, make a perception check. 2 difficulty, no black die. It's just a straight up 2 difficulty check.
Yellow, green, purple.
Yeah. So.
First successful perception check.
So yeah. So you do remember like those guys who were standing guard by the prison area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're dead
They're
now.
not there anymore,
Oh.
and the door is. They're not there anymore, right? And the door is open. So like so you remember how like Ruben was deposited in the place?
Mm-hmm.
So the guards are not guarding that area now.
Are the prisoners
for some reason.
the prisoners
Prisoners are
escaped?
still in there because
Oh.
Ruben is in there. But the guards have gone somewhere else. They're not around anymore.
Are we
so
sure
yeah,
all the prisoners are in there?
Ruben is in there, and Ruben knows that the rest of them are in there. You're not sure, so you should probably go
I'm
check.
best informed because there's 2 Imperial officers, right?
Yes.
I like to spend a light side point to become best buds with them by bitching about
That is going to be much harder. You were just literally a few minutes ago jeering at these guys.
No,
make
I'd
a
like to let
charm
the
check.
record show I was not one of the ones mocking. I didn't say a single word of mockery, so I'm gonna be like, "Hey, sorry about my friends back there. These guys are totally dicks."
It's gonna be a charm check. It's gonna be a charm check. Roll a charm check. Upgrade your skill by 1 if you want to use a light side point for that. Also, I think we're gonna wrap up the game like very.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna roll for that.
All right. So say I think okay. So R2F you made the perception check, right? If I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. So
Yeah.
R2F you go over there, and I assume the rest of the team follows.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Mhm.
Hello?
Yeah. So, do the rest of you follow R2FU towards the prison area?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
why
So, yeah,
not?
you guys go there. You notice, okay, those guys, like those guards, are nowhere to be seen. They're not in the room. They're not
Ooh.
around.
Let's go in and mock the prisoners.
That I think is the perfect point to end the game on.
Yes, we've accomplished nothing. We've
Exactly.
become
Come
suspicious in the
full
eyes of the
circle.
captain and the second in command, and one of us is locked
Yes.
up. I still don't have a cloak.
Really
Yes.
high
Perfect game.
success rate there.
I
Yep.
made a
Perfect
friend. though.
game.
I made a friend.
I
Mari.
totally did not
Excellent.
expect you guys to go down the path that you did. Like, literally none of the things that I thought you would do were the things that you did, which is so good. That is
Is
so
this
much fun for me to improvise.
quick question?
Uh-huh.
Have you run
Yeah.
many RPGs before?
I have run a lot of Edge of the Empire before.
Okay.
Not a lot of other RPGs.
All right.
Edge of the Empire, I GM'd a campaign for some of my friends, like
Okay. It,
six
it,
session campaign.
I don't know
Say
how
if
it.
you guys have any,
No, carry on. Carry on.
say if you guys have any feedback or anything like this, let me know now or in DMs.
Mhm.
So yeah, if anyone, if everyone is happy with the way the session ended, then I think we should call it a day because I think Universal has to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
doing some stuff.
I think
Right.
the only. Oh, okay, carry on.
Teddy, do you have the recording thing
Yes.
done? Right, just like send me the recording because I'll probably need it for reference next time.
Okay.
I
think
should
we
probably.
should.
I'm gonna make a little bit of a summary of what happened today for reference for myself anyway. But yeah, that'll be quite useful.
Right.
So yeah, guys, if you have any feedback, please let me know because I've not GM'd in a long time, so
I
I'm
don't.
probably very rusty.
I don't think there's anything you did wrong. I think we probably
Mhm.
need to use more light side points because
Yeah, that's
we
what I
started
felt
with
like.
2 and we used
Yeah,
1.
like I
Yeah.
feel like in this game, like you were just not very used to the game, so I was like trying to make things very hard to you, like
Mhm.
to sort of naturally force you to use light side points, but you did not, which was
Right.
weird.
Yeah, I keep
But
I
yeah,
forgetting.
think
it's
one
like it's the
thing that
thing
I
that sucks
thought,
in this game.
one thing I
Mhm.
started to feel towards the end of the game was I don't really want to use any skills or roll for anything because I feel like maybe the outcome, even if you succeed, the failures are worse.
Oh, is this
You
when
know?
it's like you succeed in
Uh,
opening the
Yeah,
doors,
you
but
succeed, but
Yeah, it's
something
very
seven
worse
back.
one
than
step
the
forward,
success
two
happens.
yeah, I
steps back.
think Universal. I think that you're just really weird with rolls. I do not know how you like that
Well,
was
there is
not
that.
meant to be a succeedable roll. Like that was a very hard check that you just somehow succeeded in.
It's almost like
Um,
there's some games I'm just bad at, like bad at dice in. Because
yeah.
Shadowrun was one where I never succeeded a roll in Shadowrun. And
This is
like
weird because you did succeed. But like,
when we were playing poker on
mhm,
tabletop tournament with Sim,
mhm.
I literally did not get a single hand I could make anything out of all night.
Yeah.
Cursed.
So yeah. By the way, the session was like 90% improv because you did none of the things I expected you to do. So great job on that. Like I have this massive campaign of like, okay, if they do this, then do this. If they do this, then this happens. A lot of these things have not happened. Like you have somehow managed to piss off everyone on the ship.
Yeah.
Good job on that.
Not
Apart from Jeremy.
everyone. Not everyone. Just
Well,
a
we
few
did
people.
we did stab Jeremy, but I think we came out ahead.
Reverse fire for Jeremy and with the 2 prisoners in the brig.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also because you kind of did piss off the captain, you've also pissed off everyone who's loyal to her. So great job.
I
The
think
next session is going to be really fun, I think.
I think for next
I'm
session
really
I'm gonna
interested.
like make a list of ugly Star Wars beasts. Just to make like
Yeah.
Teddy is playing Slur Wars.
yeah.
Mm,
Slur Wars.
yeah. Like this is one like this is always the most interesting part of GMing for me. Like I make so many plans and they all go completely sideways because the players are always more creative than I am. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see you guys next Saturday, I hope. Next Saturday should be fun.
Next Saturday, I am not available because I will
Mm.
be either in the sky, in a plane in the sky, then in the sky again, and then
Yeah.
possibly out somewhere.
I
the
will
city.
also
Alright.
not be available next Saturday.
Yes.
So like
We
I
shall
think
see.
the threshold is going to be if more than 2 people are not available, then I'm not going to hold the game.
Hmm.
Universal, what about you?
I'm theoretically available, but I
Mhm.
never quite know for sure when someone's going to
Alright,
land and give me something
Yeah,
I
that's
should be
totally
doing.
fair. Like, I'll contact you guys then.
Right.
Ruben, do you have any idea?
Oh, I'll be free.
All right.
But I mean,
It
it's
was-
gonna be fine with this stage.
All right.
Since no one else
So yeah,
will do it.
I'm gonna make a little bit of a summary of the campaign and see you guys next Saturday
All right.
or the Saturday after
Okay.
that.